Floyd and he was me,
Yeah.
he wouldn't never have to fight again because that exhibition shit,
Yeah.
as me being his little brother, hey, little bro, we finna do 10 rounds and we both gonna get 100+ million for it.
Right.
And we ain't never got to box again. Well,
Right.
well, I already been getting these bets, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
Right.
And
Yo, you know the deal. We back again. We never slacking. Word 'em up. Ladies and guys, whether if you drunk or you high, it's time to pay respects to the illest man alive. If you think you got a point, he'll shrink you down to size. And from there it's downhill like a slinky or a slide. Open your eyes. Got a deep connection with the rise, so you might see them jump in whenever they go live. Peep it. This channel blowing up now, it's not a secret. With tons of exclusive interviews to listen to. Them other channels I hate, but yo, they missing clues. They start narratives, sip the goose and twist the truth. It don't take a rocket scientist to get the proof. Just click the live at 4 p.m. Eastern time. But when you chime in, make sure you keep it kind. But if cowards want to debate, then it's feasting time. My man Jusdu shine busy all the time. Grind 24/7, 365. Videos he might have 365. My rhyme sick, they make you do a 365. You get a rich if you think you fit to survive. It's Jusdueboxing, time to click the live. Ain't no beginners, if you soft, you ain't down the ride. I crush you, respect too, it's Jusdu. He got the illest boxing show on the internet. The boy been a threat and he ain't even had dinner yet. Word 'em up. Yeah. You know what time it is. "4 p.m. Eastern. Click the link.
What's good? What's good? Salute to the family. How y'all feeling on this good Monday, man? We back to build on this boxing and give it its just due, how we always do. You already know if you catch this on the playback, make sure you smash the like button. Make sure you sub to the channel. Turn your notifications on. And come say what's up to the fam. Furthermore, we're hosting a meet and greet February 28th for the Tank Davis and Lamont Roach fight, man. We need to see y'all in the building. Hope to see y'all pull up on us. You know, finally put some faces to the name, to the voices and all that stuff, man. We interact with the people so often, man. I think it's pretty dope to be able to see some of y'all in the building, you know, not being behind my computer screen, you know. So if y'all are going to be in NYC for the Tank Davis and Lamont Roach fight, y'all come pull up on us in the building, you know. Come say what's up, man. Come meet you know, some of the dopest content creators there are, you know. And for those that are thinking about the Tank fight, but it's too expensive, we also have a tank ticket that's being raffled off.
Away a single ticket to the Tank Davis Lamont Roach Championship fight on March 1st. The drawing will be held on February 21st. Entries are $10 each or 3 for $25. Enter via Cash App, JBT Network 1. That's JBT Network 1 with RF1 on the comment line. A great prize brought to you by the JBT.
Shout out to the family, man. Again, if y'all want y'all chance to enter for an opportunity to win a Tank Davis ticket for $10, y'all know how to get with us, man. Got to be in it to win it, and I think y'all should be in it. Go ahead and get you an opportunity to win a Tank ticket and go see the fight. Go see that melatonin administered in real time. Shout out to the fan, man. Let's get to this boxing build, though, man. I know we getting closer to 1 million likes, man. We know we getting there. Banks, what's good with it, bro? Big Dre, my guy. And man, it was good with it, 2 Cents. Judah Vision was good with it, Brody. I was looking for all Fulton smoke. You know it. Did him dirty all week. 2 cents SOB TV. Teach, what it do, fam? Lewis 4500. Peace to my baby girl, the queen. Miss Just Do is in the building. James, what it do, fam? Skills, what's good, bro? Instantly become two of my absolute favorite fighters. That's an absolute fact, man. I see it the same way. I enjoyed it. Kevin was good with it, fam. I enjoyed it. You said you coming. That's what I like to hear, man. Shout out to you, man. Pull up on us, man. Come get y'all a ticket. Come get y'all some good food, some good drinks, good energy, you know. And enjoy the family. Mike was good with it. Brody Rude Exposure was good. Benavidez manipulated Morrell's guard all night. That is a fact. That's a key factor. We're going to talk about that too. Technique was good with it. LeVar is in the building. Was good, fam. Scooter proved me wrong. Keep cooking hot. He proved a lot of people wrong, LeVar. He proved a lot of people wrong. How you feeling, bro? Ghost was good with it. Gave y'all Monster the hardest fight of his life. I lost 7-5 in the 12 pro fight. We back soon. Yeah, man, that was a good fight. Shout out to Ghost. Aisha, peace to the queen. How you feeling today? Yeah, man, we're gonna get to it, man. We had a really good weekend, man. That's those type of weekends. The weekend we just had, the Saturday followed up by the Sunday, is exactly why I love boxing, man. For weekends like that, you know, when you got two young fighters in their physical primes, you know, one arguably could get so much better, right? And the other guy, same thing for him, but you know, they're in the primes of their careers for the most part. And they gave you a fight that I think everybody could walk away from appreciating. Like, I think, you know, David and David lived up to the hype for me. For me, it did. I'll speak for me because I know boxing fans are just something different. So I'll speak for myself when I say I think they gave everybody what they was looking for. And then some. You had the young, hungry David Morrell coming in with just 11 pro fights. Benavidez had what? 28, 29 fights. You get what I'm saying? He had more than double the amount of fights Morel had, but yet and still the young, hungry Morel was actively calling for Benavidez for the last couple years. And he got his wish. Now, a lot of cases when we see guys barking up the wrong tree in most cases, right? But I don't think he bit off more than he could chew or anything. I think he went into the fight knowing exactly what Benavidez was. Of course, he gonna say what he felt like he didn't have that he could exploit. That's what fighters do, to build up all the things he said. But nonetheless, he acknowledged that this was gonna be a tough fight. He knew that. So, you know, I think the build-up was spot on. I think the quote-unquote bad blood, as they put it, I think it was genuine. It was legit. Those two dudes really didn't have much of a reason to want to respect each other, right? But at the 36 minutes, 12 rounds, and a lot of punches landed later, you know, that's where you earn the respect. And I think it was dope to see both guys genuinely respect each other after the fight. But we're going to get into what happened in the fight. Sharp 2 was good. What he said, Benavidez school Morel. I mean, you know, I can't, you know, if you want to say that. But Benavidez won the fight fair and square. He won the fight. It wasn't up for debate or anything like that. I think one of them scorecards was crazy wide. But outside of that, it don't take away from the great action that we see. The right man won. You had the young, hungry Morel coming in there with so much inexperience, right? And Benavidez showed him, man, I got a lot of experience and I'm going to use it. And that's what it was, you know. They both around the same age, so you can't say youth versus experience, but it was just youth in terms of early in his career versus all the experience of David Benavidez. And it turned out to be the fight that I thought it was supposed to be. You get what I'm saying? I thoroughly enjoyed it. The whole card was good. You outboxed him and beat him convincingly. Yeah, man, look, he won the fight. But we going to build on it, man. Benavidez said Morel was easy to hit. I bet Morel could have tied him up instead of taking all them shots on the ropes. Yeah, he could have. So look, man, let's talk about it. For starters, that's what boxing is all about. The weekend that we just got is the epitome of boxing at a high level, at its highest level, man. That's what we got to witness, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. Stressed out boxing, what it do. So let's talk about it. Let's start with who cares about the winner and loser in this fight? Because I said from the very start that it would be no losers in this fight. And I was right. Morel, this ain't the kind of loss where you could say Morel got exposed, or I don't even think he got took to school. He got outworked, and he not even outworked because he threw more punches. You get what I'm saying? Benavidez was more efficient. That's all, more efficient. You know, Morel threw more, Benavidez landed more. It was just more efficient. That's all that was. You get me? Shout out to Rude Exposure. He hit on something. One of the biggest key factors I thought in creating openings for itself was manipulating Morel's guard, you know, pulling the glove down, creating the opening, and, you know, going around the guard, clipping them with shots. Like it was very intriguing. The matchup was good, man. These dudes really pushed and tested each other, man. You get what I'm saying? Shout out to Stressed Out Boxing. Mike Kirkland, what's good, bro? How you feeling? So I enjoyed it, man. Star Fox was good with it. Edward Morris was good. I had Morel winning 5 rounds. Ain't nothing wrong with that. It was something to that effect. It was something to that effect for sure. Morel didn't get embarrassed at all. Nobody got, you know, laughed or ran out the gym or ran out the ring, should I say, ran out the arena. It was just one of those fights where, you know, the better guy won. The more experienced guy pulled it off. Morel, he showed a lot. You know, a lot of people thought he wasn't going to be able to withstand the pressure, you know, the volume, the hunger, the grit, determination of Benavidez. They thought it would be good early, and then he would drown them late and beat him. Now, he did start to separate after about halfway through the fight. That's why I believe, you know, Benavidez really started to create that separation. But the fight was competitive throughout. It was competitive throughout. You know, Benavidez just put more of the rounds in the bank for sure. I think there's no debate in that. I'm not here to debate, you know, if he won. It's not even up for the debate. He won the fight fair and square. He did a lot of things well in there. He did some really good body work. I think Morel, he did what I felt like he shouldn't have did to an extent. Like he fought with a lot of bravado and not really took him to the Cuban schooling, right? He was just in there showing them, I'm just as, you know, hungry and as strong as you are, right? He fought that kind of fight to me. I think he could have fought a different fight, but I'm not mad at it. I'm not complaining. I'm just going off of what I've seen. I think he wanted to prove that he wasn't a Mexican monster, that he could stand up to him. And I think as a result, he took a lot of shots that he didn't have to take because he has the feet. You see how he move. He dance around. The dude can move. He's very athletic. You know, David Morrell was supposed to use a lot more lateral movement and, you know, changing the looks. He was in front of him a lot with the high guard. He was taking his shots and giving it back. And that's just the kind of fight it was. It was a back and forth, a lot of ebbs and flows. You did have a couple moments where, you know, Benavidez really kind of got off a little bit and looked like it was getting rough. But every time it looked like, you know, he had Morel right where he wanted, Morel would just fight his way out of it. And that just showed you a lot about him as a young fighter. A lot of people, I think, would have wilted under that pressure that Benavidez was you know, providing Saturday night. I think a lot of people would have folded. I think he would have stopped a lot of guys, but Morel just wasn't going. Young, hungry dude, man. He tried. He fought hard. But, you know, Benavidez, like I said, he just outlasted him. And he was smarter than what a lot of people give him credit for. Yeah, they both got really solid chins. They both got tested. You know what I mean? LWBoxing was good with it, bro. The fax machine in the building. How you feeling, my guy? So they won like 4 or 5 consecutive rounds. Morel couldn't keep up. Look, that's what it was. I mean, he really started to create that separation, and it got tough for Morel, but he just showed like he wasn't there to lay down. He was trying to win every single round, all the way into the last round. He was pushing it. He was trying to win, bro. But I think pride played a major factor in his approach to the fight. I think, you know, it was a fight. That was the problem, right? You know, it needed to be more of a boxing match. It needed to be more of a, I'm going to hit you and I'm going to make sure that you can't hit me. That wasn't the mentality Saturday night. And I get it. Some people feel like, well, Morel was providing the pressure or he wouldn't let him do this. I didn't necessarily see that. I seen him fighting a fight that would try to prove that, look, I'm the bigger, stronger man than you. You get what I'm saying? It didn't remind me of a fight that was fought to prove, look, I'm more skillful, right? He fought like, yeah, man, you ain't no monster. I'm a monster. If anything, you get what I'm saying? I'm more of a monster than you are. You know what I'm saying? I can outlast you. You can hit me with your shots. I'm gonna hit you harder. That's it. It was that kind of fight, and as entertaining as it was, I think it played to his detriment, right? Anytime you give a guy like Benavidez that much of an opportunity to land, that's exactly what he's gonna do. And like I said, you can't just be standing right there in front of him, shelling up, trying to block 4, 5, 6 punch combinations. Like, you're not going to be able to block them all. You were supposed to use a lot more lateral movement. You were supposed to use your feet. You were supposed to utilize the things that, like you were saying in the press cop, RoboCop, this and that. It's a reason you felt that way, because you felt like you got better feet, but that's not what you were trying to show. Like, I felt like his goal that he was trying to accomplish was, I'm going to show y'all that he ain't stronger and more of a monster than me. That's all I'm saying. And I think some of that is his inexperience as a professional, right? He got the pedigree, give him saying, got the amateur background, got the Cuban schooling, those things. He checked those boxes. But I think the inexperience is where that played in, right? The kind of fight that he chose to fight. You get what I'm saying? Instead of getting on his good foot and boxing and utilizing the ring, lateral movement, things like that, he wanted to give us a show. And even after the fight, in the post-fight, you heard what he said. I'm happy. Like, I gave the people a show. That's what he wanted to do. And I'm not knocking it, but I think in order to beat Benavidez, you got to fight him a different way. Morrell's a power puncher, and Benavidez's best shots. And yeah, they both hit each other with their best shots and kept going. You know what I mean? It was impressive from both. Shout out to Samuel. How you feeling, bro? Casuals corner in the building. What's good, fam? I enjoyed it on both sides. Shout out to James, man. Every time I saw David Benavidez hit David Morel with devastating blows, yeah, he always fired back. Explosive precision, right? He was on point, man. He gave, in a lot of instances, he gave just as good as he got, you know, but Benavidez was able to give more of it and be more efficient doing it. And he was like, you know, he had some real good moments, man, where he was pouring it on and David Morel had to weather the storm. Those are the fights. Those are the kind of fights you like to see, man. I just ain't mad at it. You get me? But for me, I felt like he could have fought a different fight. But like I said, he is who he is. You get me? He got in there and he had something to prove. He had something to prove. He wanted to prove, hey, look, like I said, I could stand in there with him and bang, man. Nick Ballin, what it do, fam? You know what I'm saying? I could bang. It just wasn't the smartest way to fight him. I think, like I said, changing levels. He had that on point. He was changing levels right in front of him, though. Again, right? Not with the lateral movement, creating a moving target. A lot of the times where they was doing a lot of the exchanges, he was stationary. He was a stationary target. You cannot be a stationary target in front of Benavidez and his range. You get what I'm saying? He gonna unload. He gonna unload the clip. And then when you standing in close, trying to prove that you ain't willing to back down, he's smart and he started manipulating the guard, like Rue was pointing out. Start pulling your hand down, clipping you with the free hand. It was just beautiful work, splitting your guard with the uppercuts. He just did a lot of good work, man, and it showed just how offensively sound Benavidez is when given the opportunities. You cannot be in front of him. More times than not, you're not going to come out on top in the exchanges because he rapid fire. I have yet to see, you know, people that rip off the combinations the way he do as often as he do. And if you're going to do half the work for him, and what I mean by doing half the work for him is being in front of him. You cannot be a stationary target with no David Benavidez. He going to eat. That's like a all eat, you know what I mean? All you can eat buffet. You get what I'm saying? You're going to stand right there in front of him. Oh, he gonna eat. Shout out to Og Busy. How you feeling, bro? Favorite G's, what it do? The average son was, yeah, rematch. I love to see a rematch too. I ain't gonna lie, Aisha. I love the rematch, y'all. I love it. I think Benavidez wouldn't let him breathe. I think Morel went right to a certain mindset, wasn't allowing him to box and move. You know what? To a certain degree, right? To a certain degree, I can understand that because you feel like he applying pressure. But for me, early enough, it was the game plan wasn't to box and move. You seen clearly what it was. Like when they started firing, it was like, bro, I'm gonna outdog you. And that just couldn't be the fight. I've said this from the moment it got announced. I was like, yo, the main reason that people feel like Morel can beat him is because they thinking, man, he got the ability to outbox him, to make it really difficult for him to hit. And oddly enough, he was a lot easier to hit because it wasn't like he was defensive minded. That wasn't one of those fights where he going in there and he trying to be clean. Let me swim without getting wet. That wasn't the game plan at all. And again, if it was, then he did a poor job at executing it because you cannot stand directly in front of him. I can't stress that enough. It makes for an entertaining fight, and we respect it because you got to see what a young, hungry David Morrell in his 12th fight was made of, right? He stood up to all that pressure. He took all them shots, the combinations, man, the manipulation of the guard tactics that he was using, right? You get what I'm saying? All the experience that he was working with. He stood up to that shit. He stood up to all of that. And not to mention, man, he buckled Benavidez in the fight and buzzed him a time or two. This was one of them fights, man. Both guys was in there fighting for their life to a degree, right? Benavidez knew he was in for a fight, and he fought like it. He fought like it. He did not let up. And, his conditioning is just another level, man. Another level. Yeah, he definitely showed he could take a punch, man. The dude really was in there giving us a show, man. And you gotta appreciate it. The father's ducking, I see why Canelo ducking. Yeah, but that's straight up just he just what it is. He ain't want to fight him. It's clear as day. I mean, yeah. I mean, he could have showed in many ways why Canelo ain't trying to get in there with him. But as far as Morel go, Benavidez, he stood on business, right? He fought the way he said he would. He wouldn't stop coming. He outlasted him. He ate shots, some of his best shots he took from Morel, and he kept finding a way to deliver better shots, hard shots. I think the body work slowed Morel up a bit too down the course of the fight. I thought the body work was key for Benavidez, and that is where Morel kind of left that on the table, right? He didn't go to Benavidez's body nearly as much as he should have, right? He was predominantly focused on headshots, and he should have mixed it up a little bit more. But again, inexperience. That's where the inexperience and stuff like that kick in, because a guy that, I don't care what your game plan is, when you going in there with a dude like Benavidez that throw that many punches, that got great conditioning, you want to try to find a way to affect that conditioning or put it to the test. And one of the ways you do that is simply going to the body. You got to beat his body up, bro. You got to beat his body up, drain him. You got to siphon that gas tank. You get what I'm saying? He was doing it to you. You needed to be doing that back. And maybe you could have had a different fight. Who knows? But it lived up to the hype for me, man. I didn't need to see a knockout. I doubt if anybody be screaming and hollering that David Benavidez promised that he was going to knock him out and didn't, right? See that selective outrage? I just want to point that out. I bet you nobody be complaining. Yeah, David Benavidez ain't stop him, though. He said he was going to knock him out. You don't give a damn because the fight was that good. You get what I'm saying? It went to decision, and it was very competitive throughout. I do agree that Benavidez started to separate about halfway through the fight. You know what I mean? He started to, put rounds together, and it was tough for Morel. But like I said, this young man was fighting every single step of the way. And then you can't ask for more than that. You can't ask for more than that. Benavidez wanted it, man. He was hungry. He was hungry as hell, man. He fought like it, bro. The man fought like he ain't got nothing to go back to. And I'm pretty sure both guys left the arena with more fans. I'm pretty sure they did. I'm pretty sure they left the arena with more fans. You know what I'm saying? It's corny because fighting like that is dumb. I think Morel is just a good fighter. Benavidez is great. Yeah, Benavidez is doing this thing, man. Listen, how I see Morel is just, that's an inexperienced thing, man. I don't think he's not smart. I just think you sometimes in moments you allow the emotions or your ego to get the best of you, right? He wasn't doing exactly what Ronnie Shields was telling him to do. If he was, you would have seen more movement. You wouldn't have seen just going in there and trying to bang it out, right? Some of that was just, a lot of that was David Morrell and him being a young fighter, because it's only so much, right? Some of those experiences you're going to have to go through. And that's why I say, like, the amount of experience that David Benavidez picked up as a professional is going to be extremely hard for Morel to cover that amount of round. I mean, that amount of ground with just 11 fights going into his 12th. You know what I'm saying? So, he just didn't fight the smartest fight, because to a degree, it was smart to do it, because he was able to push Benavidez back in spots. Remember, he'd be backed up into the ropes. He'd fight his way off, right? He'd fight his way off. Like I think his thing was standing up to the pressure and not succumbing to it, right? And I think in an effort to do so, he fought in a way that allowed him to make it through the rounds, right? But it didn't allow him to be his most efficient, effective self. And when David Morrell is clicking on all cylinders, you better believe he's boxing, moving. It's a lot more he could do. He didn't show everything in the fight, to me, honestly. And that's to me, that's to his experience. And a lot of that is the guy that's in front of him, David Benavidez, applying the pressure, being a different kind of challenge for the young Morel. But those are the kind of fights you love to see. Like, we wish more people would take those challenges, right? You get what I'm saying? So you don't walk away feeling like it's over for nobody. The winner or the loser, the winner gonna go on to just do probably even greater things. And Morel, he definitely gonna be back. You heard what he said. It ain't over, man. I'll be back. Peace to the Queen, Lisa. How you feeling today? Benavidez proved to be the better boxer of the two. Listen, I know over here you can have any opinion you like. I don't disagree or nothing. I'll just tell you how I see it in terms of did he prove he was the better boxer? I don't know, because for me, like, I'm very specific about it, right? This just wasn't a pure like boxing match. It was a fight. And I felt like as long as it's a fight, that tends to favor Benavidez, because he throws more punches, has more experience, and that's typically more geared to the kind of fight that he likes. You get me? Again, I think for me, Morel's best shot was to utilize the Cuban schooling, right? Utilize your feet being better than his, right? Faster feet, more educated. You didn't do that. You fought him. This was a fight to me. This wasn't a boxing match. You get what I'm trying to say? Like, that dude really want to fight. He Benavidez coming to fight. And you heard what he said. This ain't no boxing match. It's a fight. So that's really what it was. And that's why I feel like that also is a telltale sign of who won the fight, because of what kind of fight it was. You get what I'm saying? So you just need to see more of that boxing from Morel. I mean, yeah, shit. Up until this point, he's been a knockout artist, but that doesn't mean he can't box. You get what I'm saying? He's been that 11-0, 9 KOs. It's easy to look at him as a KO artist, but it's how he get them KOs, right? And again, you can't do Benavidez the same way you do everybody else. So to an extent, he fought the way he fought a lot of other guys, but that shit just wasn't going to work against Benavidez. Boxing Dad, what it do? Hannibal was good with it. They left with more fans for sure, bro. Young Beast, what it do? How you feeling? Behind the Hands TV, my brethren, what's good, bro? So without the point deduction, another 2 rounds, you may have earned a draw. Slightly edged. Great fight, though, man. Absolutely, it's a great fight. Absolutely, bro. Shout out and peace to Melanin Queen. How you feeling today, sis? Good to see you as always, man. Yeah, man. Uncle Rick in the building. Benavidez defense is very underrated. I've been saying it for the last couple fights. Milan was good with it. I've been saying it for the last couple fights. It's not the prettiest thing in the world, but it's effective and it works. Benavidez do not get hit as much as people think. He don't. He just don't. No, I think he look. I hear you, Milan. I look at it this way. He fine at 75. He's fine. Like, ain't too many people that would have did to him what Benavidez just did. Think about that. That list of people that could have did what Benavidez did to Morel Saturday night, that's not a long-ass list to me at 75. You get me? He could beat a lot of people, bro. He could beat a lot of people, in my opinion. Watch. You'll see. He'll bounce back. Tony was good with it. Unruly girl, how you feeling? Benavidez was the more complete fighter. Showed Morrell's that good going back. Davis showed complete offensive bag, hit Morel from everywhere. Yeah, but neither of those guys are. I think Morel does better going backwards than Benavidez. The problem is, I think both of their strengths are coming forward, and you get me. That's all. Like two trains on the same track. If you telling me that's the kind of fight, it's gonna be more times than not. Benavidez is gonna outlast you. You get what I'm saying? So. Yeah, it definitely was a bad fight. This is why at least have different ways to fight each other. Yeah, man, look, this was a great fight. You know what I mean? But Morel is young, man. You going to see he not a finished product like, you know, Benavidez. You could feel like Benavidez is more complete, all of that, but he better be with 30 fights, man. As opposed the fact that he was able to get in there with 11 fights shot and give Benavidez that kind of fight. He gave Benavidez his toughest fight to date with 11 fights. I don't think we seeing the whole picture. We ain't taking shit from Benavidez. He was on some monster shit that night, but the young, hungry Morel wasn't laying down at all, bro. You get me? Show me somebody else that gave Benavidez that kind of fight and really pushed him. He made Benavidez fight just as much as Benavidez wanted to fight. You get me? Because he had to fight back because Morel wasn't going nowhere. You get me? It's another way to look at it. Ain't taking shit from Benavidez, man. He gonna go on to do some great things, but Morel really showed y'all with a little more experience. We probably have a different fight. You don't know, right? I'm just saying. I ain't saying he win, but with 11 fights, you telling me he gonna push the Mexican monster to 12 and you know get the controversial knockdown? I know because you know people breaking the knockdown. Oh, it wasn't really a knock. I get it, but he pushed him to the brink. He buckled him. You get what I'm saying? Legitly, he buzzed him a couple of times or two in that fight. They fought hard. This was great for boxing, bro. I enjoyed every round, every single one of them rounds, bro. If you're trying to become champ soon. Nah, the thing is, though, Milan, the thing is, right? That's one of them fights. If you win it, then you go on to do exactly that, probably challenge them other guys. But if you lose it, then you continue to fight some other solid guys that's there while building your name. You get what I'm saying? Because you ain't going to jump right back at the top after the loss, right? You don't got to go all the way back to the drawing board, but you're going to hit the drawing board, and this loss going to be a lesson, right? You're going to learn, you're going to gain a lot of experience, and you're going to beat some ass moving forward. Watch. That's what I believe about Morel. I do. I don't think it's over for him. This ain't the kind of loss where he got beat down so bad where you feel like his confidence is going to be broken. Nah, I think it'll make him better. And Benavidez are going to do some better things. But he left some meat on the bone for sure, man. It's a different way he could have fought. I believe he's capable of, but I just don't think his mentality will allow him to do so. And his young eagerness wanting to prove that, you know, he was more the man that he was. You know what I'm saying? That's boxing for you, bro. And it's a real learning lesson for him. And I truly think he'll get better. Shout out to Big Dog Willie coming through, man. This is the best part of this show with the Bill Haney facts, man. Shout out to you. Said breaking news. 1978, Bill Haney was contacted by Michael Jackson to help write songs for the Off the Wall album, but Bill instead helped George Clinton and Bootsy Collins introduce funk music. That's why. Shout out to my dog, man. Big Dog Willie, always supporting the grind, coming through with the Bill Haney.
And we ain't never got a box again. Well,
Right.
well. I already been getting these back, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
I was impressed with that scissor hand thing he was doing, the block shots and parry. I don't know what it's called. Oh man, yeah, Aisha, he's very impressive, man. It just goes to show you that Benavidez is somebody that works and he studies, right? He tries to get better, but I think it was a great fight, man. Nobody else would have pushed Benavidez that way. I think Benavidez was pushed in many ways Saturday, and he stood the test each time. Every time he had to answer a call, he did. But whenever it got too thick for Morel, he fired back and fought back. He showed you what he really made of. And he left that he could lead his fight with walking out with his head held high, bro. You know what I mean? Yeah, I don't think so, Banks. I don't think he got straight like took to school and embarrassed. I think he got out, maneuvered. He got outmaneuvered, outthought. In some ways, he got out hustled just in terms of efficiency. Because, like I said, I think Morel threw about 100 more punches or something like that, right? But it's just the efficiency of Benavidez, I think, was due to his experience and the style of fight in which Morel was trying to fight, right? In his mind, he really thinking Benavidez ain't no monster. I could stand up to all this. I can fight this man. I could box him. Yeah, I got this. I got what it takes. But it just, Benavidez had other plans, y'all. Yeah, other plans. But he fought hard, man. He fought hard. Morel's going to be the next monster. I think so, too. Ellis gave him a better fight. Oh, yeah, I must talk about something else. Line, what's good with it, fam? Which fight you talking about? Yeah, it's a fact. Shout out to my line. Which fight you talking about? Cash Crypto was good with it. So you get in the ring with that monster? Nah, I thought that was a great fight. Tunnel Vision was good with it. John Mouse said, no day, let the meat on the bone. That's wild. Nah, that's wild that y'all, I don't know how old you are, bro, but what's wild is that y'all can't have grown men conversations without thinking like that. I don't say pause. I don't do none of that. You know why I don't say pause? Because it don't change the fact that you said it. If you meant it on some sus shit, then you sus for saying it. But y'all think weird, man. I'm too old. The pause community kind of, that's for y'all. But let's get back to this boxing, man. Like I said, man, these are the kind of fights that you really enjoy, man. You really enjoy these kind of fights, man. These two dudes really went out there and laid it on the line. I thought it was experience versus like amateur pedigree. You got that pedigree, that schooling, right? You get what I'm saying? It was one of them. But I kept asking the question: is it going to be that Cuban type of style? Like, right? Is he going to take that approach where he boxing and hitting and trying not to get hit, right? And don't tell me he can't do it. He can do it, but he just elected to fight a different fight. And maybe in a lot of ways that it was because of what Benavidez was doing, right? Maybe Benavidez really, but I just didn't see it. I thought he was big enough. He backed him down in spots. The problem was, I think he gave up ground too much, and he allowed Benavidez to come forward too much as well. And I think whenever you allow Benavidez to be on the front foot, that's when he's his most dangerous. That's when he's his most effective. But the crazy part is the same shit for Morel. Yeah, he could box a bit on the back foot, but I don't think that's not his best attribute, right? That's not his best quality. So if it's my best versus something you don't do your best, who's going to win out, right? You get what I'm trying to say? So you seen what Morel was made of in those moments when he came forward. You seen what he was made of when he was able to push Benavidez back, clip him with combinations. This shit wasn't no one-sided walkthrough. That young man was fighting back, but Benavidez just continuously had an answer. He was on his shit. And if you telling me you coming to fight Benavidez, you're in for a long night. You're in for a long night because what do we know about Benavidez? He struggles with what? People that come to box, use lateral movement, change levels, present a moving target consistently. David Morel, although we feel like he's equipped and has those qualities, he can do those things. His mentality, he wasn't coming to do that. He was coming to fight back. You get what I'm saying? And that's what we got. It wasn't a boxing match Saturday night, in my opinion. That was a fight. And you hit me, I hit you. Oh, I'll cover up and see if I could block what you got. Okay, well, fire back. Yeah, it was a lot of that. It was a lot of ebbs and flows, give and take. All right, let me see what you got. Yeah, David Morel will move a little bit, dance around the ring just a bit, but for the entirety of the fight, for the majority, for the most part, them dudes is in there trying to hurt each other. It wasn't no, I'm gonna hit you and make sure you can't hit me. It's like, bro, I'm gonna hit you. You're gonna hit me. I'm gonna try to hit you harder. You get what I'm saying? It was like that, back and forth, back and forth. Shout out to Allen. What's good, fam? William Old School. What's good, bro? Benavidez' hand speed was messing with Morel. Absolutely, his hand speed was crazy. They probably, maybe so, big dog, maybe. But then maybe you didn't that even underestimated it. Maybe he didn't realize it just was that until you got in front of him, right? Maybe I think that was something different for him too. Benavidez' hand speed mixed with the quality of combinations he's able to throw with the hand speed. Like a lot of people, when they throw combinations, the quality of their punches suffer. Benavidez is able to throw rapid fire combinations that are of quality and substance, splitting his guard, coming around the guard, going to the body, going on the other side of the body. Like he really does a hell of a job at mixing it up. He's a much smarter fighter than people ever give him credit for. So that's what I walked away seeing. Benavidez just used his experience, his grit, his toughness, his determination, all that shit to win out. You know what I mean? He was strong as hell, naturally strong guy. I mean, he was pressing that fight, seeing that unseen boxing. What it do? Ask Val, what up with it, fam? Y'all make sure y'all smash the like button, man. 2 cents. He said, would you call that a mega fight? Not quite yet, because one guy still was such in the early stages of his career. Wasn't a mega fight, but it was a great fight for sure. We need more of that in boxing, bro. We need more of that in boxing. David Morrell showed you the kind of product you could get when you willing to put guys in there when they're young and able, right? When they're young and able. And that's what I like the most. That's what I like the most, man. So not a mega fight, because, you know, Morel still got a lot more building to do, but it just solidifies Benavidez even more. Like, despite him only having 11 and that being his 12th fight, there's no way you could look at Benavidez and say he cherry-picked or he fought somebody he shouldn't have. That was the right kind of fight that he took, right? It was dangerous. It could have went bad for him just as well as it could have went bad for Morel. But it just goes to show you that they're closer to each other's level than what some might think. Now, yeah, you give the nod and the edge to Benavidez, no doubt. But it goes to show you, like, I'll say it this way. Can you think of another fighter that would have 11 or 12 fights that would even push Benavidez in that way? You get me? Nobody with that amount of fights would be able to hang with that dude. I think he'd have completely drowned the average 11, 12 fight guy. You get me? And I think that speaks volumes about Morel. So he showed me a lot about him. He ain't got no quit in him. He got a lot of dog in him. And he still got a lot to learn. But even in seeing that, he showed exactly who he is, bro. Like, you really walk away from that. Like, think about it. People talking about rematch. Despite who won, they like, man, give me a rematch. Give me a trilogy. While we was watching it, I had two of my people texting me. One was talking about, man, give me the part 2. Somebody was like, man, I'll take a trilogy out of them already. That's them type of fights, man. So shout out to Benavidez for being exactly who he said he is. Yeah, he is a monster. Because I think to put on that kind of performance against a young, hungry Morel that was trying his hardest to win, you needed to be some version of a monster. Right now, I ain't saying you some unbeatable monster, but, man, you a dog, man. Benavidez is the Mexican monster, and I respect it. You know what I'm saying? Todd, what's good with it, bro? It was an excellent chapter 1. Absolutely, bro. Great fight, bro. Great fight. Morel got certain rounds and punches he threw, didn't finish him. One hit, didn't move. Rematch going like Joel Casamayor versus Corrales. I remember that technique was good with it. Yeah, he's very dangerous. You know what? We're going to get to that, though. We're going to get to that and what's next in a minute once we break this card down. Maybe Morel no choice but to fight, because people say that's what you got to do, and Shakur make them fight. To a degree, though. To a degree. You know, you could say Benavidez's pressure was making him fight, but he elected to fight every bit that he was made. Like, and you even seen it. Like, at no point, even when he was on the ropes where he could have tied up, which would have been smart to tie up, that's where his inexperience is. He decided to fight off the ropes, and he had some really good moments doing it. But you could just see where the inexperience it lies for Morel. You know what I'm saying? So, to a degree, you know, Benavidez put the pressure on, but Morel also, he kind of chose to fight that way. You know what I'm saying? He kind of chose, because I didn't see a guy getting relentless pressure put on him, right? It was too much back and forth for that. Like, them dudes had something to prove, man. And I think that's one of those fights where almost you abandon the game plan when you get in the thick of it and the punches start getting thrown. And that's where experience will really help and be on your side. And that's just something that David Morrell just doesn't have to that level yet. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Teach. What's good with it? Yeah, make sure y'all hit that like button, man. We're gonna keep building. This was a great fight. Lewis 45. He said we definitely need more of that. Thank the inspired Clarissa Shields. You know, that was a great fight, man. I hope more people are motivated to get at people those type of fights. I really do, because there's no losers for me, so far, what I've gained, I haven't heard too many people trashing Morel. Then again, I ain't been everywhere just yet. It's still early, but I ain't heard nobody trashing them. And that's a good sign. You get what I'm saying? You need to embrace fights like this. The win or the loss is not the most important thing. The most important thing is we got what is considered two of the absolute best right now in the ring with each other in like prime condition physically, right? And we got a great fight. Shout out to my brother Mike Kirkland. Said main event was good. The Cruz versus Fierro fight, the one I enjoyed the most. Both guys showed me true game. Is my opinion. Ain't nothing wrong with that. They was crashing in that fight, wasn't they, Mike? They was crashing. They was crashing in that fight. The Butcher was good with Pitbull out here getting hurt. Yeah, Pitbull got stung. Then he old school. What it do, family? How you feeling? Hey, yeah, the Butcher. I agree, bro. I think Ricky was good, fam. I think he used the high guard a little too much. Oh, nah. We gonna get to that too, Ty. Don't worry. Shout out to Scooter, man. His Scooter was in the motherfucking building, man. Reef, what's good with it, bro? How you feeling? Yeah, I was I told you I wasn't giving up on him. I had my little reservations too. I can't lie. I said it. Had a little weird feelings, but I was like, overall, it's not enough for me to say he can't be the guy that he beat. But we're gonna get to that. But just wanted to make sure I gave David Benavidez and David Morel they just do. They gave out a great fight. Tony said what he said, just as possible. The fans underestimate how good Benavidez is defensively. Actually, it seemed like it was last week. Yeah, I mean, look, some people overlook his defense because it ain't the prettiest, right? It ain't the most appealing to the eye, but it's very effective and it works. So yeah, people underrate his defense. It's a good chance Morel could have underrated his defense, but he got a way better defense than what people give him credit for. And if you check the numbers, he don't get hit nearly as much as people say. They just be saying anything. Champion was good, fam. Fulton proved a lot of us wrong, me included. It's all good, Mike. It's all good, you know. Maybe something was up with Figueroa. Does anyone know if they had any interviews? Yeah, I couldn't get to it, but before we get to that, like I said, overall, man, Benavidez is he on his way. Yeah, let's see if he want to step in there with somebody like a Beef or better Beef winner. Either of those guys, I think he can do well against either guy. For my money, I know this might surprise some people. I think Bevel could be more of the challenging fight from a style standpoint. I think, you know, with better Beef, it's two trains on the same track. So I see that just being a war. You know what I mean? Bevel is gonna move. He got rhythm. He gonna change levels, create a different target. He not gonna stand right in front of Benavidez. He gonna make Benavidez work. And I think while making him work, you create openings, he makes mistakes. I think if you bring the fight right to him, yeah, there's always Arthur better be so strong. He hurt everybody, but I think Benavidez got a hell of a beard and a longer guy. I don't know. I think better be, man, he's slowing down, he's getting older. I don't know. That just what I think Benavidez got a really good chance in that fight against that dude. I seen him get dropped by lesser punchers, people that's way less aggressive and you know what I'm saying, than a guy like Benavidez. I don't know. At some point, Father Time gonna catch up just like it do anybody else. So I don't know, man. I think Benavidez and Better Be could be a bang out, a war, but I could see Bevel challenging him differently, you know what I mean, because of the styles. I could see that. I really could. Shout out to Don. I could see it, man. Power in his outputs even more than Benavidez. He still got to show me, though. You know, he got to show me because, again, a lot of people were sold how he was just going to knock Bevel out. And I still thought he got outboxed by Bevel. I think somebody like Benavidez could create some real issues for Better Beef. I don't think he's been in there with nobody that tries as hard as Benavidez does. And he going to be him regardless of who he in front of. He going to throw his punches. He going to throw his combinations. He going to go to the body. He going to get his shots in there, right? If a fight is what you want, that's what Benavidez is up for. And that's why I think stylistically, that fight favors him more than Dimitri Bivol. I think Dimitri Bivol has the opportunity to make him think more, which would lead to him possibly making more mistakes. I could be wrong. Maybe he get in there and that boxing shit don't work, but I don't know. I've seen that boxing shit work against him. And let's all be honest, you know, in the Caleb Plant fight in particular, had Caleb Plant had the same gas tank in the first half, in the second half, totally different fight, right? Totally different conversation. When he was full of gas, when he had the gas in the tank, you see how he performed consistently, boxing and moving. I'm not saying everybody boxes like Caleb Plant, but I'm saying I've seen on more than one occasion boxers give him issues, right? It's not the guys that want to fight that gives Benavidez the issues. It's the guys that box and move while they're fighting that's able to mix that shit up. Get what I'm saying? If you just want to oblige him middle ring, center of the ring, and you want to, you know, see who could throw the hardest shot, again, man, it's a risky approach for both guys, but he is much younger. You get what I'm saying? He got some heavy hands, and he's a much better combination puncher than me. You know what I'm saying? I think he's a better combination puncher. He got a heavy-ass jab. I don't know. I see it being difficult. So we'll see where Benavidez end up at, man. Maybe he tries to actually get the winner and better be even Bivol. But I think he have a good shot in either fight, respectfully. I do. Not saying he'll just beat either guy, but I think he got a real shot at beating both of them. We're gonna see though. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna see. The way I just seen Bivol look against Better Beef. Yeah, man. Yeah. He gonna have some trouble against a guy like Benavidez. You know, punch hard enough, not at 75. Shit. Nah, man. I think he do, man. I think he do. And again, man, those is punches, bro. I don't think his issue is punching power. I don't think nothing about Benavidez punches are light. I think he's naturally heavy-handed. So he don't gotta be the one-punch knockout guy. But anybody that can consistently throw combinations, heavy combinations like that, is a danger to anybody. Better Beef ain't. Think about the styles, right? We just think about Better Beef being able to go in there and mow him down. He didn't knock Bivol out. You get what I'm saying? He ain't come close to knocking Bivol out. I'm not sure that he'll just. I think better Benavidez is a bigger, younger, fresher kid. You get what I'm saying? He gonna have to work for that. So I don't know. I'm thinking stylistically, body shots, combinations. He'll slow Better Bivol ass down, man. I really think so. I think he got an excellent shot to beat that dude. I think so. Rome was good with it. The Benavidez I saw gives Arthur problems. He is hard, but he way faster. Hey, Rome, that's what I'm saying, bro. That hand speed is real. But he actually punching. Yeah, I get it, but I remember everybody. A lot of people had Better Beef knocking Bivol out, and the fact that fight played out that way, it was a great fight. No slight to Better Beef, but I see the chinks in the armor, and somebody that's punching fast and combination, siphoning the gas tank out the body. The issue is not power for Benavidez. It's the quality of shots that he land. You get what I'm saying? And he's very smart in there. I love to see it. Hey, Ghost, I hope we see it, bro. I hope we see it. You might be right, you know? But for me, I get that young lion a really fair chance at winning that fight. Better Beef is dangerous, but he's hittable, and he only know one way too. And I'm telling you, Benavidez is going to meet his ass right center ring, and they're going to fight. Whoever get the best, that's who gonna go. Ought to actually look human in that Bivol fight. He looked human in a few fights, Rome. To be honest, he looked, and you know, he is human, but I know what you mean. He looked like that in a few fights, but that's what I'm saying. Now you get in there with a young guy, and you think you just gonna mow him down. I don't know. Benavidez might have some asses for his ass, bro. He might get on his ass. Nah, I'm saying Benavidez got a shot based on him being a really good fighter. And he slept on. Like, again, people still thinking he get hit a lot, yo. I think he's a really good fighter. I mean, shit. People had him getting beat by Morel. People said Morel was gonna knock him out. I don't know. I think I've been seeing people bet against Benavidez for quite some time, and he keep proving people wrong. You're not gonna tell me Arthur Better Beef don't look unbeatable. I just seen him get beat by Beevil. If you ask me, I don't care what the judges say. For my money, for what I just watched, I watched him get outboxed. I watched how the fight look when he don't knock you out. So I don't think he'll knock Benavidez out. I really don't. I think Benavidez outwork him for sure. I think he'll outwork him, and I think them body shots would be them shits might be the difference. Canelo somewhere quaking in his Canelo somewhere sipping whatever it is he sip because he ain't worried. He like, I ain't fighting that guy. I don't know, man. I don't see it that way. They told me Beaver was gonna get bodied too. You get what I'm saying? You might not have said it, but we gotta just stop awarding these guys with the wins. Like he don't look like some unbeatable guy to me. Benavidez look more dangerous at this point. Like that combination punching, bro, is dangerous, bro. And you in there, you old man, he might siphon that gas tank out, man. I'm telling you. I don't know. I want to see it. I hope we get to see it because they did say he's gonna try to position himself for the winner, right? So maybe we see it. That's all. I just think he got a fair chance. I don't see Benavidez just getting walked through and stopped. I don't see it. He gonna have to work for that, and I'm telling you, he gonna eat a lot of punches before he get the job done. Yeah, he dangerous for anybody. I get y'all. Arthur, y'all might still think he the boogeyman. He's dangerous as hell, but I don't know, man. I think Benavidez could absorb more shots than Beevil, and he's bigger, right? He looked bigger. He definitely punch harder, faster. You get what I'm saying? Especially combination punching. That's where his key lies, yo. That combination punching be catching people, bro. I'm a believer in Benavidez's ability to get it done, yo, especially in the fight. We all know Arthur don't really care about a boxing match. It'll just be a war if you wanted to be a war. And I'm just saying that's what Benavidez lived for, man. He liked them kind of fights. So it'll be dangerous for both guys. Let me be clear. I ain't saying Benavidez is just gonna walk in there, but I don't think he gets walked through, man. I think that'll be one of his toughest fights to date if he fight that young man. I do. Yeah, I don't think he gonna beat Father Time, bro. I'm telling you, man. He was ripping Morel body. Morel kept fighting. Cal Cooler was good family. Said Benavidez tricky because it don't look like a lot skill in his game, but it's the shit that he does in addition to the valiant punching. Yeah, he crafty. He's smart. Who lost money betting against the Mexican Monster? I'm pretty sure quite a few people lost some money. You know what I mean? Betting on Morel. Like Benavidez chance again. Anyone you cash, he dangerous, bro. That's all I'm saying. I'm just acknowledging how dangerous he is. I think for anybody, I think he could be a threat for Beevil, for Better Beeve. I think both of those dudes got their hands full if the next guy standing across from them is David Benavidez. That's all I'm saying. He dangerous. He got a really good chance. I think if anybody got a chance at beating either one of them guys, he got a really good chance because of the combination of the style mixed with what he actually do in the ring. And he's a violent dude. He coming to really try to break you. So it's going to either be him or Better Be even that fight. It's a you or me kind of deal with him. With that, they going to go. They really going to go. And Benavidez knocks Arthur out because when David finally does get him, I think he's going to age overnight. That man is 41. I think he getting there, and I think that fight is very dangerous for him. He has the best chance to beat Benavidez. I think he had a better chance than Better Beeve Rube. I do. I think he the more challenging fight for Benavidez. I could be wrong, but that's my bold claim. Early, I think Beeve could be more the challenge because of the style. And I think the fact that Better Beeve is looking to come do the same thing that Benavidez is looking to do, break you. It's going to be a war, bro. It's going to be a war. And I don't know, the guy that throwing them combinations like that, I know Arthur pretty good. He could put some combinations together, but Benavidez do that shit fast, man. And they be heavy shots, quality shots. So I don't know. I could see that being they going to need some time off after that fight. Keep the paramedics on standby for that one. I'm with you, Teach. That's how I see it, bro. And look, I'm willing to say, yo, I could be wrong. Hopefully we get the answer to some of these questions moving forward because with Benavidez beating Morel, that gets that monkey off his back. They can't say he ducking him. Now it's only up. Now you got to focus on the top of the division because you at the top. So that's where you got to aim for. So let's see what we end up in there with. Let's see. Or I think the age catching up better be. Yeah, I think so too. I thought he was going out to box him. I thought he would box him. You know what I mean? I definitely anticipated him fighting him back in spots, but I didn't think he was going to just make the whole, it was really a fight Saturday night. It wasn't no boxing match. And I've always said going into that fight, if that's how it's going to go, then that, to me, that favors Benavidez because of the output. You know what I mean? The output. But it still was a great fight. It was still a great showing from both guys. So rewatching round 12, Beaver versus Better Beef. Fight at 0.25 is crucial. Glove punches. Yeah, man, he changed my mind. I had both Beaver and Better Beef beating Benavidez, but I think can't say that no more. Yeah, man. Look, he's gonna be he give both of them possibly their toughest fights because of what he's able to do. Especially Better Beef. That'd be the toughest fight physically he had in quite some time. And he is getting old. That older frame and body will be put to the test. Yeah. Yeah, they got to start giving him his just due. Unruly Girl. Still some things that he might not be the best at, but he make up for it, man. That dude is a very tough fighter to deal with. The things he do is very effective and it's efficient. And the thing is, he do force you to fight. And a lot of people can't keep up with it. You know what I'm saying? They can't keep up with his pace and his gas tank. His conditioning is on another level. You know what I'm saying? Conditioning on another level. And speaking of his conditioning, like, look at this, yo. Not too long ago, this is how Benavidez was looking, y'all. This is how Benny was looking like this out here. He was looking like this. He was looking like this. And the guy, Mimo, got him like this, man. Shredded, ready to go, bro. Totally different guy, man. He was in shape. Got to give it to him, man. For a guy that was just looking like a melted snowman, he was just looking like a melted snowman, bro. Melted snowman body looking crazy. Soggy as hell, looking crazy with them red shorts. He got fight ready, man. I got to give it to him. So shout out to his strength and conditioning guy because he got him on point, bro. Benavidez was war ready. He was war ready. Yeah, I'm busy. He got a crazy gas tank. Crazy gas tank. Crazy gas tank. Yeah, when it's time to work, he gonna work. That's what I'm saying. He a fat boy at heart, man. But that's about as best shape as a fat boy gonna get in. I'll tell you that. And he mastered it. He got right. He got right. He had that melted snowman body, Lisa, but he got right. You know what I'm saying? He was out here looking crazy. You know what I'm saying? Pulling up looking wild. You know what I'm saying? Then trimmed it up. Almost looked photoshopped the way he got in shape, bro. Almost looked photoshopped the way Benny got in shape. You got to appreciate that coming from a fat kid to this. Man, shout out to him, man. He put that work in, man. That was a great fight Saturday night, man. DGO was good with it. Yeah, whatever Mimo putting in them shakes is working because he on point. Now, yeah, you can't measure his heart, determination, and drive, champion, on paper. That's just something you can't teach. He's born with that for sure. That's a wild transformation. Now it is. It is. He got it done, though. Shout out to him. Because I know he worked his ass off to get like that, man. To get down like that and get in shape for this fight. Because he needed it, man. Them dudes was chucking a lot of leather. They was punching the hell out of each other, man. It was punching the hell out of each other. And for the people that was questioning the knockdown, I get it, man. Before we move past this, I got a little clip. Where is it at, man?
Is this really a knockdown? First, Morel feints. Look at how David reacts. He tries to parry and defend using his left hand. Pay close attention to their footwork. Benavidez steps back, then steps his foot outside before throwing a 1-2 combination. Morel then counters with a left hook in between, which appears to knock Benavidez down, right? But if you look closely, that punch didn't actually land. Because of Benavidez's hand speed, he was able to throw the jab and quickly retract it to block Morel's counter. Since Benavidez's foot was positioned outside, he lost balance due to the force of Morel's punch. So he simply tripped, and there was clearly no knockdown.
That's for y'all people that was questioning the knockdown. PGH was good, fam. Punching power really showed as well. Yeah. I walked away from that feeling like both of those dudes really could punch and got beards. They both can punch. They both got chins. I think Morel still got real one-punch knockout power, but I think Benavidez got a real beard. I think them dudes being the same size, you know, made it the kind of competitive matchup it was physically. I think it was a great fight physically for both of them. You know what I mean? You said that was a knockdown. We interrupt this program. Shout out to you. Said Morel was easy. Shit, hell nah. Morel gave him a good fight, man. I think that's the toughest fight of Benavidez's career, for real, for real. The whole way through, without it, you know what I mean? Without no, like, drop-offs, no big drop-offs and nothing like that. It wasn't like a complete tale of two halves completely, right? You know, the second half is where Benavidez really, I think, started to put the rounds together and separate, but it still didn't. It wasn't no real crazy drop off. And Crush the Legend was good with a great fight. Fight of the year, man. It's looking like one. Definitely a candidate. It could be a candidate early, Crush. I think it was that type of fight. Shout out to my brother Big Dog Willie back in the super chat, man. He said Bill Haney said on X in 1988, Janet Jackson asked him to be a backup dancer for the Rhythm Nation tour. Bill decided to help do beats for Big Daddy Kane. Man, no wonder Big Daddy had them beats, man. It was the great 40 mil bill, or what they call it. Shout out to my brother Big Dog Willie. Appreciate you, bro. Benavidez was easy to hit. Said he was easy to hit. I think any time that you be in a stationary target route with Benavidez, it's not he's not gonna have the hardest time hitting you because he's not relying on 1 or 2 punches to land, right? He's throwing 3, 4, 5, even 6, possibly more punch combinations, right? That was the biggest mistake, I think, to Morel's approach. The stationary target, the bravado, I'm going to just cover up with the high guard. I could eat your shots. I could give back harder shots. I'm going to cover up. I'm going to eat some of your shots, give back harder shots. It was a lot of that going on where I think he could have been using those moments of return fire for Benavidez to really change levels, use some of the lateral movement, use the ring, kind of make him use his feet, right? This RoboCop stuff that you was talking about, you didn't show none of that. He didn't look like RoboCop Saturday night. You get what I'm saying? And a lot of that was due to how you chose to try to be right in front of him and take his best shots and give back. You know what I mean? That didn't work in your favor. And he was smarter in the inside because I think of his experience. He was controlling things in the inside. Like you said, bro, he was manipulating that guard. That was key because he was doing it a lot, often moving the hand down, cracking them with the free hand. I mean, he consistently made that part of a theme of the night. That showed his experience and his creativity in the inside. So whenever you oblige David Benavidez at what he does best, which is being right in his wheelhouse or, being center ring right in front of him, he gonna work. He gonna work. And he was the more efficient fighter in those encounters. You know what I'm saying? Winning a lot of the exchanges, getting off the better shots. He had the little moments where he kind of swarmed Morel from little time to time where he wasn't really getting off much. It happened, you know what I'm saying? But Morel showed his mettle, man. He showed that he ain't had no quit in him, and he fought every step of the way. Like I said, man, it's one of them fights where you're gonna learn a lot. So I think he's gonna walk away from this fight with a lot learned. Shout out to the Professor and McQueen. Morel tried it early, 2 things. Morrell's not that good on the back foot. His body shots got him pretty early. Yeah. Oh yeah, those body shots definitely took a toll for sure. Shout out to Fresh Baker. Was good with it, fam. Yeah, them body shots did it. They put something on him. Yeah, just a great fight. Nothing to be mad at. The better man won. The more experienced guy won. The younger guy, the slightly younger guy, inexperienced guy got a lot to learn, man. And he gonna learn a lot from that particular fight. He showed a lot in that particular fight. He showed that he belonged on that stage. Like, I don't walk away from the fight feeling like that was Morel bit off more than he could chew. Nah, he asked for a fight. He seen some things he thought he could exploit. I think he was able to exploit those things, just not as consistently as he would like to. And David Benavidez was the more consistent performer that night, and he got the job done, man. He came to work. He came to work. Man, stood there more what Benavidez did, made him stand there. I mean, yeah, listen, ain't no denying that, Cash. All things was good with it. But I think very early, like, I think it was obvious that he was trying to fight. And I think that right there was the beginning of something. You know what I mean? Again, that would play more to Benavidez's style. Had he elected to box more than fight, then we probably having a different conversation. But be as it may, it was what it was. It ended up being a great fight. Nothing to be mad at, but Benavidez showed that he's really a dog, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, salute to Morel. That's why I say in Rome, the bigger story is it's not another fighter with 11 going into his 12th fight that would have gave Benavidez that kind of fight. Most of these guys would have got punched out the gym. Or I should say punched out the arena somewhere. Morel could have talked. That's what I'm saying. Aisha, bravado, ego, and inexperience as well all played a factor. I think Aisha at no point noticed did he really elect to tie up. He had so many moments where he probably should have, but he didn't. He tried to fight his way out or maneuver his way out more times than not. Right? He did not tie up, and he should have. He could have implemented that, and I think it would have limited the damage that he was taking. Right? It would have limited some of Benavidez's output. That's another thing too. He didn't really have an answer for the output in terms of how to neutralize it. He just was obliging them, and you can't do that. You get what I'm saying? You can't spend most of the fight within his punch radius and think that's not what he's gonna do. That's what he do. So I was thinking I was gonna see more lateral movement just because it would have been a smarter thing to do. But like I said, hotter heads prevailed this trip, and I think he just was in there. He was in the fight. And again, yeah, it was what Benavidez was doing. I think some of his body shots early did maybe make him change his game plan. Maybe things changed once he got hit. And that's why I say that's where his inexperience lie. You can't make it a fight earlier than what it needed to be. I think at some point you should have consistently attempted to box him, and you didn't. You just can't convince me that that's what I seen. I seen you consistently fighting and trying to prove that you the bigger, stronger guy. LaMarcus, what it do, my guy? But even with his movement, it'd be tricky. Napoleon was good. We tried 3 rounds and started leaning over his front foot, asking for the uppercut. And he ate plenty of them too, Napoleon. He ate plenty of uppercuts. Open your arms, tie up and catch a few shots to your chin. Yeah, maybe. But yeah, I mean, think about it though. And even smothering to tie up, it's ways he could have did it. But the fact that he didn't attempt to do it, he ate shots anyway. You get me? He eating shots anyway. Hell yeah, be crafty about it. But find a way to tie up. You get what I'm saying? And going into the fight, that's one thing that you had to have an answer for, his punch output. But oddly enough, Morel was the one that ended up throwing more punches, which is crazy. I just think Benavidez is very intelligent at deciding when he attacks and punching combination. He don't just throw punches just to throw them. He do a better job at setting his shots up. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I seen Saturday too. He did a better job at setting his work up. Yeah, just a little too early for him. But it's one where where the butcher is cool that you took it because it's not over for you. You showed that you belong on that stage. Now, had he got dominated and stopped and drowned, then it would look like you shouldn't even took the fight. But this losing like this don't make me feel like you shouldn't have took the fight. It's just this is what boxing is. We need more of this. So that's why I really salute both of them for taking the fight. Only saying Morel more because he was, the much more inexperienced fighter as a professional, right? So he really was taking a gamble. But the same thing for Benavidez to take a gamble for a guy with only just 12 professional fights. Like you get me? So there's a risk in and of itself with that. Shout out to Tay, the real queen of MMA. How you feeling? Rob, what it do? Right, a lot of jabs, fought well, but lost. Yep, no loss of respect. Yep, they walked away gaining more fans, Rod. Like you had to walk away liking both of those dudes. You had to, like Morel had to prove to a lot of people that said he was gonna get drowned, stopped late. Benavidez was gonna walk through him. He's so early for him, he ain't gonna be able to compete. It was people that was thinking it was only gonna be good early. I thought it was good throughout. I just thought it was one guy that was clearly edging and winning the rounds, getting the better of the work more consistently, and that was Benavidez. And there's no shame in that. So, like I said, you take these kind of fights because Creole was good with it, bro. This not a fight that he didn't have a chance to win. He had his moments. He had his chances. He buckled Benavidez a time or two, right? They were going at it. This was two dogs in there, and they locked horns, and they gave us a show, man. The start of this year been great. The start of this year been great, man. Where you can keep pressure on a boxer like that. You have to be a puncher. Yeah, and the thing is, what's crazy? David Morel, in my opinion, has enough power to keep a guy somewhat honest, right? Respectful, should I say. Respectful, because Benavidez is going to throw. But I think he has good enough power to keep him respectful coming in, but they just chose to lock horns, man. And like I said, with Benavidez applying the pressure as well as Morel trying to oblige him, we got a war, and we got to see just what both guys was made of. And like I said, just Morel, too early fight, man, just a little early. That's all. So was Morel dominated? I wouldn't say dominated. I wouldn't say dominated, but I'll say he lost. He lost with no controversy. 2 cents. Shout out to 2 cents boxing. Peace, Queen. He lost with no controversy. You know what I'm saying? If that makes any sense to you. Like when I look at the fight, I don't really feel like it was like domination, because to me, domination would kind of seem that you're not on that level, right? I don't think he got beat to the point where he can't compete on that level, right? I think he just got beat clean, right? It was a clean victory for Benavidez. No controversy, no debating. Only the scorecard was a little wide, but you can never mind that because the right man did win. So yeah, I wouldn't frame it as a domination necessarily, because like I said, for me, had he been dominated, I would have felt like, never mind this fight being too early. It was you shouldn't have took it. It was a bad fight altogether, right? I don't feel like that. I feel like it was still a great fight. I could see why he wanted the opportunity, but just not yet, right? He's seen some things, but it just wasn't exactly what he thought. So he gave him 3 or 4. Yeah, and I'm right there with you, right? And usually, in most cases, you feel like that's pretty dominant, right? But I guess because I felt like the rounds were competitive enough throughout, if that makes sense to you. I feel like it was competitive enough. So yeah, it still was clear cut, man. I wouldn't argue, you know what I mean? But I just don't feel like he got ran out of the arena or nothing like that, right? But he definitely got beat cleanly. You know what I'm saying? Convincingly. It was clean. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he bent a bit, but he didn't break. You get me? Jose was good what he said. Why didn't they test Benavidez? They did. He got tested. Shout out to you, bro. He got tested. Mr. Empire said Morel did what I expected him to do. Stood in front of Benavidez. That inactive high guard. Yeah, you can't do that. You can't do that. Facts, Cash. That was. So, I mean, I'll say I'll say maybe in spots, but it's in its totality, right? Like I felt like the fight was competitive enough throughout where I don't necessarily deem it a dominant victory, right? But he definitely because sometimes guys don't even be in the fight, right, at all. And I feel like for him, it was still, tit for tat until about the 7th. And I think he started to separate from there, so most guys don't even be. And then he had really competitive rounds down the stretch as well. But I think Benavidez just was edging him. You get me? So, I mean, if you want to say it, I wouldn't argue with somebody saying that, right? Saying he dominated. Maybe I'm being nice, but I don't think so. I really seen him competing every step of the way. And I feel like a lot of people with 11 fights would have got drowned. You know what I'm saying? Morrell will be a world champion at some point in his career. Yeah, for sure. Nick Morrell down. Yeah, man. He started to get to him down the stretch, down the second half. Pitbull won't lose if he stays at 40. He's too small. Yeah, right. So again, man, shout out to Benavidez and Morrell, man. They gave us what we wanted, man. They gave us a show. They gave us a show. But another fight we got to talk to, man. Block the goofy, man. Y'all already know. Ignorance like that got to be blocked. You get him right on out of here. Yeah, we're going to keep going. But another fight on the Kizar. That I'm more than happy to talk about today. You know what I mean? It's my guy, Cool Boy, man. Scooter was in the building Saturday night, man. Scooter was in the building, bro. Scooter was in the building, and I like it. I love it. I had my slight reservations, like my little feelings that, I thought this fight would be tougher for him than what it should have been or what it could have been. But then the first fight, I definitely thought, I seen it being tighter simply because of some of the, obviously the loss that he had, and then him, the Carlos Castro scares. But I still believe in him as a fighter, and I've said it all along. He beat this dude once. He could beat him again. I know he didn't look his absolute best in his first fight at 26. I chalked that up to him just moving into the division, and he got welcomed. He got caught with a good shot. It just wasn't his best performance, but I just didn't think the writing was fully on the wall. I know if you a person that felt like after seeing the Monster Inoue loss, that was terrible, right? Then seeing Carlos Castro test him, drop him, and then have some shaky moments down the stretch as well where he got buzzed up. He had to dog it out. And then you seen Brandon Figueroa fight that same dude. If y'all caught that fight, I seen it live, and he stopped Carlos Castro in like 6 rounds. He punished him, just beat him down, wore him down, grinded him down, and stopped him, right? Not that we do triangle theories, but we like, man, you got consecutive fights, Cool Boy, the monster fight, then your get back fight is not clean as it should have been, right? But take into account moving into another division, and on top of that, I mean, he human. I heard about him going through some things personally that probably could have affected him. I think he had an extra training camp with Bozy Ennis to smoothing out some rough edges. And look, man, he went out there and fought one of the best fights that he could have fought. Like, he completely 180'd on people. Like, they was thinking it was it. I was hearing quite a few people saying he gonna get stopped. I got Cool Boy getting stopped late. Think he gonna be doing good, but he gonna get stopped. He was looking shaky. I understand all of that, and this is why I didn't throw him away, because I just felt like it was based off, the totality of his work, right? I still look at him as a guy that could be a top-tier fighter. That's still a top-tier fighter. I felt like Monster Inoue, that loss was what it was. But, Carlos Castro was Carlos Castro. But I feel like this guy that he shared the ring with before, he was familiar with him. I think he had a lot riding on this. The way he beat him the first time, I feel like he was very capable of repeating the same things. But I don't know what the hell was up with Though Cool Boy was injured. Yeah, I'm not sure. Could he had it been? Because I know Tim Stoudemire was good. I know Brandon Figueroa got like that's dominant to me. You get what I'm saying? That's dominating to me. You get what I'm saying? He didn't win like not a single round to me. Like he really like was getting cooked. Like Cool Boy was cooking. Scooter was in the building. Scooter was cooking the hell out of Brandon Figueroa, and it was nothing he could do about it, y'all. It was absolutely nothing he could do about it. Man, he was cooking this dude. If you look at it, Rude, that's what I kept saying. I kept talking about that in my last assessment before the fight when we was talking about it. He was roughing him up in the first one. In the first fight, Cool Boy was physically walking Brandon Figueroa from one corner to the next, like whenever he wanted to. Tie him up whenever he wanted. He could walk him back, walk him to the center of the ring, force the ref to tie him up, work a little bit if he want to work. Like he did a lot of things well in the first fight that I felt like he could have did the second time around. So, and then you got Brandon Figueroa, who, since losing his only fight to Cool Boy, looked like a different fighter. He looked like a better fighter, improved fighter. He was undefeated, obviously, since losing to him. He went on a little win streak. The common opponent that they shared, he stopped him in 6. Cool Boy got put down and buzzed a few times down the stretch and had to tough it out. It was the writing was on the wall almost. It said like, this is Brandon Figueroa opportunity to catch Cool Boy when he ain't been looking like Cool Boy. But nah, man. He out of the plans, bro. He brought Scooter in the ring, bro. He brought Scooter in the ring. Shout out to Big Dre, man. You already know, bro. He brought Scooter in the ring, man. You get me? Kirk Douglas, what it do? And I get the shout out to everybody. Like I said, I always respect people's opinions, but I just wasn't done with Cool Boy. I wasn't ready to write him off. That's all. That's all. Brandon Figueroa was looking dangerous. He was looking like this fight was looking prime for an upset, like some type of upset to take shape. You get what I'm saying? An upset meaning obviously Cool Boy not winning, but damn, man, he beat Figueroa so convincingly. They think he washed now. They thinking he washed or not. Hell nah. Cool Boy was just that much better. I don't know what was wrong with Brandon Figueroa. He looked like he was in phenomenal shape. I don't know if he left it on the scale or in the ring. I mean, in the gym. I don't know what happened, but he got bullied. He got manhandled, like, to a degree. Like, Cool Boy pushed him around the ring whenever he wanted to. He pushed him around. Like, he just had his way with him. Had his way. I don't think he lost a round. Like, talking about getting cooked, he got cooked. He was never in the fight. Like, this was never could be considered a good fight for him. He was never doing well at any point consistently in this fight. You get what I'm saying? It wasn't no ebbs and flows. It was like a bunch of flow. And it was all Cool Boy. You watch a basketball game or a football game at the end of the half, they'd be like, it's all such and such. It was all Cool Boy. At the end of each round, it's like, it's all Cool Boy. Like, that man came to win, and shout out to him. I don't know if he put everything that he was going through into this fight, but damn, he came out on top. This is how you do it, bro. This is how you do it in a fight that people thought was prime for the taking for Brandon Figueroa. You changed the tide, bro. He definitely back. You get me? In a great way. This is a great win. This man is now a 2-time world champion. You gotta respect him. He don't duck no smoke. And shame on all the boxing fans. Yeah. Shame on y'all, the ones that was throwing him away because he lost the monster. See why you don't throw fighters away at the one loss in a rough performance? You get what I'm saying? Think about how hard boxing is, bro. People expect you to look unbeatable damn near every time you're in the ring. And when you look less than stellar, they just assume that it's over for you. There's no such thing as having just not less than your best and still winning. That's what I got from the Carlos Castro fight. He was moving up. If you look at history, bro, a lot of times when guys move up in weight, they either get buzzed, they get dropped. Sometimes dudes get knocked out. The history would suggest when you're trying to acclimate and weight, I don't care if it looked like he belonged up there or whatever. He looked phenomenal on the scale to me, I thought, in this fight, and he fought like it. You get what I'm saying? So I think he was acclimating to the weight. I think he got caught with a good shot. I think he was going through things outside the ring that affected his performance physically and made that Carlos Castro fight tougher than it needed to be. But I still felt like he was him. You get what I'm saying? I still felt like he was him. Monster anyway, that shit you did was cute. You got everybody questioning this man that fought like what? 8, 9 undefeated fighters. This at one point, damn near half his resume was undefeated fighters, and he lose one time to an undefeated fighter getting knocked down by another rugged guy. And they like, yeah, man, it's over for him. He done, man. He ain't looking, man. It's over. Nah, man, I'm glad. I'm happy for him. Nah, bro. Nah, man. You counted him out. You counted wrong, bro. You gotta love to see this for this dude. For this guy, the dude that don't duck no smoke, that went over there willingly. Where he went to Japan willingly to fight the monster. He ain't hesitate. Al Heyman gave him the blessing. He went over there to do the unthinkable. It didn't go his way, and they counted that man out. It's so crazy. I seen his Twitter post, and he said his own family counted him out. Said his mom said to him, well, there go my house. Like, damn, that's how his own people counted him out. For him to win and win impressively like this, no debatable. It wasn't close. You know, Brandon Figueroa, you got cooked. Respect to you. You're still a good fighter. I just don't know what happened Saturday, but Scooter was in there cooking, boxing, controlling you physically, counter shots, clean right hands, like you name it. Like he did everything. You got to be happy for him, bro. You got to. 2-time world champion, 2 division world champion, should I say. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. He put that joint on Twitter. He was like, bro, after he lost the monster, said his mom was like, well, there go my house. And he like, damn, like, bro, I just got my shit rocked for the first time. I took a loss, and that's all you think about is the house. I'm telling you. So I think some of that still was on his mind in that Carlos Castro fight. I could be wrong. I'm only going by what he put out there. I ain't digging into his personal life, but I thought that was real. When I seen that, I just couldn't. I was like, man, that's crazy, bro. That's crazy. The first time you lose, people don't even back you. They have no concern for the fact that you just went over there. Like, that's your career. And you know how boxing is. It's bad enough that the fans throw you away after one loss. Your family gonna do it too to that monster in Japan? Man, hell nah, man. So shout out to Cool Boy. He went out there and cooked, and he did it in some he did it in some Timbs and some jean shorts. You get me? Shout out to Creole. I love what I'm seeing from this dude, man. One loss, and they kind of just threw him away, bro. I'll eat the crow because when he got dropped by Castro, I thought anyway damaged him. I'm happy to be wrong. And listen, I get it, LaMarcus. I do get it, though. I was just talking some stuff, but I do get it. You feel like it's when he one fight removed, you don't want to see somebody putting him right back to the canvas that quick. You start thinking like, damn, his punch resistance might be shot. For me, I attributed that knockdown more to him not being fully on point and on top of him being in a new weight class. I seen the way he got up. He was able to shake it off. I seen that he was good, you know? So I was like, nah, I think he's still okay. He just got to get another training camp in there, man. He'd be all right. And he did it. Define irony was good, fam. He did, you know what I mean? Yeah, man. Nah, the ones that was straight shitting on him, you know what I'm saying? He said, yeah, he said his mom said, there go my house. So that was the wildest shit. I was like, man, damn, yo. I'm like, shit, man. Happened to Bozy and his tutors looking shaky, and he was cooking Fulton. Yeah, man. And Andy was cooking. Yeah, Fulton was cooking. Come April 12th, Boo's gonna get the streets of body. You know it not. Big thank Father, what it do, family? Big shout out to Bozy Ennis. Bozy Ennis was cooking. He was telling them the right shit. He was keeping them focused and locked in. I think he gave excellent instruction in the corner from what I was able to gauge and hear from it. And he just kept his fighter locked in. You know what I'm saying? Cool Boy came to cook. And this shit wasn't close. And you know how they say let him cook? Well, whether Brandon wanted to let him or not, he was cooking. Cooking, man. You dig me? Cool Boy was cooking, y'all. And I enjoyed every round because it was good to see him win.
He's with us. I need all my real rights to get familiar with the name, because 9 times out of 10, my man Steven Fulton done changed the game. Why the fuck this the first boxer to pull up and knock some or beat somebody ass in butters? On the first day of Black History Month, he got in the ring and beat the shit out of somebody in the bacon, egg, and cheese starter fit. Because all my real rights know this how most of our uncles at the cookout wind up, though. You get what I'm saying? They get to arguing, they take their shirt off, and most of they got the butters and the jean shorts. What's up? What you want to do? That's how they getting down. But my man really pulled up with the thugonomics fit and kicked ass. I swear to God, it looked like Sunday. It's not even a boxing match. It looked like you was walking by on your way to an event. Son in the ring said, son, you took your shirt off and kicked his ass. And then he won the championship. He's with us. He's with us. This is the first person in history. Then you beat somebody in the Def Jam of New York, Vendetta fit. You got it. He's with us. Happy Black History Month.
Man, shout out to Cool Boy, man. They was getting on him about his fit. They wasn't feeling the fit, but that's how he was feeling, man. That's how Buddy was feeling, bro. That's how he was feeling. He went out there and kicked Figueroa ass from pillar to post. 1 through 12, won him a title, 2 division champion. I know he's gonna take some time off. He probably deserved it to go kick his feet up, relax. But I hope he don't take too much time off. I hope he get right back to it, because you got some real smoke at 26 and some real fights to make. Hopefully he can unify with one of the champions or something. That's I'm already thinking that, because he's just a championship guy. That's what he deserved. That's what level he on. I think he showed it. And look, this don't mean that he can't lose again or a fight won't look bad, but I think this is a good building block. Like, he kind of, any notion that he didn't win the first fight, that when they fought, he kind of put all that shit to bed. I mean, having the boneless butters on Dad, Uncle. The boneless butters is crazy. Reef says Scooter had the WWE or True Fit on and dominated. That's a fact. What's going in this fight? All black Air Forces. Oh, who going in there with some all black forces? I know Clarissa had the black forces tied around her shoulder for this fight. Damon was good with it. That's how you do it, Wilder, man. Nah, he kicked some ass, man. Shout out to Cool Boy. You couldn't be happier for him. Like I said, he just controlled this fight, and he didn't make it physically, difficult for him. He just boxed. He boxed. And then when it was physical, Brandon Figueroa had no answers. I never seen him look this lethargic before in the ring. I know that since he moved up to 126, his punch output dropped a bit, but he still was letting his hands go enough, right? He still was throwing enough punches. He did none of that Saturday. He had no answers for Cool Boy. It just looked like it was round 13 for Cool Boy, like just picking up where he left off. And for Brandon Figueroa, it looked like round 1, if that makes sense. Cool Boy looked like he was in round 13 with a guy that he fought a whole fight with once before, and Brandon Figueroa was fighting like, yo, that's the first time I've ever seen him. He didn't have a single answer for his ass. Yeah, they was talking about Figgy stops him. They was going crazy. The pose was going crazy too. Do we need to move up again? Cool Boy? Oh, Figueroa. Figueroa, yeah, possibly 2 cents. Possibly. If you talking about Figgy, yeah, B-Fig need to move up, I think. I think he could. I think it'll do him some good. 130, because he got this long, wiry, slender frame. And one thing about him, I noticed this. Even though he was in shape, it looked like he was really in good shape, he looked hungry. Cool Boy didn't look hungry. Cool Boy looked like he belonged there. Brandon Figueroa looked like he missing meals at 26, if that makes sense, right? On the scale, even though he in shape and you can see it, but he just something about him. He looked like he hungry, and it probably wouldn't hurt him if he went up to 130. It probably wouldn't hurt. Probably wouldn't hurt at all if he went up to 130. I would be interested to see it, but because if Saturday night was like a sign of things to come for Brandon Figueroa, it's not going to be good for him. it's not going to be good for him. So, I mean, again, like I said, I couldn't be more happy for this dude. I don't know him personally. I do want to interview him one day. Cool boy. No, he don't like interviews because I pay attention to what the fighters be saying, but I definitely would like to chop it up. This was a victory that's worth talking about. The way he beat him, knowing you fought him the first time. He said he felt like everything was the same. Like he said he was gonna stop him this time. He said he felt like the power was the same. Everything he said, he felt like everything was the same. It felt like it was a little different. I told people physically, Cool Boy was stronger than this dude or something. I'm telling you, because that's the second fight in a row where physically he dominated, like controlled him physically. Like when the fight got physical, Cool Boy was controlling him. He had no answer for nothing this fight. He was getting chopped up everywhere. Like I was like, damn, he getting chipped up. He had a cut and everything. Yo, man, Cool Boy. Scooter came to fight. Gotta pull up. And a person was saying that'd be dope though. That'd be dope, Ty. That'd be dope. He has only one style, but he used it better than in his other fights. Yeah. Coming forward and wearing you down, Teach. He just didn't have it. I don't remember hearing any interviews from him. I don't know what his problem was, but he had an issue Saturday. And it started with Scooter. But outside of that, it just looked like, performance-wise, I would have never anticipated Brandon Figueroa coming out there and just like not throwing punches and just getting outworked. And, you know what I'm saying? He was getting beat everywhere. Like, I don't remember no rounds where he put together no consistent offense whatsoever. Nowhere. I don't remember. He was just getting cooked. And every single round, he did nothing different. It's like he was just going through the motions, getting cooked. You know what I'm saying? And Cool Boy was in there working. He was sharp. He was fast, decisive. His defense was on point. It was a lot to like, bro. He fought a consistent, sharp performance, man. That's what he needed, bro. Gertz was good. He said Mark Briggs. Fulton reminded everyone who he is and how good he is. Facts define irony. That's a fact, bro. He did. He did. He proved to him. He proved to the people that he still got it, man. And he ain't have to ask himself, do he still got it at the end of the fight? He showed you. He showed you. If you don't know he still got it at the Saturday night, then you will never know. Yeah, Figgy GM was good. Fig, I don't know. He just didn't have an answer. I don't know what the hell he was doing. Had me hopping in his corner, throwing the towel. He said, hoping his corner, throwing the towel. Yeah, I think they too prideful for that. They probably was amazed at like what the hell. They probably was thrown off like what the hell is going on? Because nobody could have anticipated that. I expected a scrap, like a real scrap, like the first one, but nah, man, nah. And that's the thing about Fulton in certain fights. Like he can make fights easier than what people think. Like that's not the first time he's beat somebody and made it look, relatively easy. He just won comfortably. He had all the right answers. 619, what it do? Let's see, Fulton versus Espinoza or Ball. Yeah, Fulton and Ball would be a good fight. Espinoza too, but my boy, he gotta watch out for them elbows, man. Espinoza, he get wild. He get wild when it ain't going his way. Fulton beat Nick. I'm calling it. I think he could too. Fulton will beat Leo again. That'll be another good fight because Angelo Leo become world champion since losing to Fulton too. So, and I think what he lose? I think he lost against us then though, right? But that'd be another good fight for him. Why not? Cool Boy should go ahead and beat Leo and unify. I think so. Okay, that beat Fig was not himself. Taking credit with him, Cool Boy. Yeah, I know 2 cents over here, man. One thing I do, you gonna know from me, I definitely will keep it like that. Cause it's like you're not gonna tell me that I can't acknowledge, right? Like what I seen with a fighter And that means that I'm taking from the other guy when I'm clearly not. I can tell you how good I thought that guy did, but I could also tell you what I think this guy didn't look like, right? I can look at this guy and say, as opposed to his other performances, how he typically performs. But I could also attribute that to the guy, right? But then, you know, to a degree, shit is shit. You know how that man fight. And we know we didn't see I don't know what percent he was operating that fight now. I can't even put a percent on it, but it just wasn't good enough to even put up nowhere near half the kind of fight he did the first time. So yeah, I think people just gotta learn to like listen and you know, just be willing to understand where people coming from. So I think Leo fights Japanese fighter now. We'll see. Angelo Leo, 2 cents, the one he had beat before. He had beat Angelo Leo before down at 22. Cool boy did. He was the first one to beat Angelo Leo. And, you know, since then, Angelo Leo looked like he got a little bit better when got that title. So now it seemed like a rematch and makes sense. And that'd be dope for Cool Boy. Another rematch. See how he look against this guy that, you know, that won the title since then. Telling you that is make smart fights. And I think he can make some money, obviously, there. Unify. It'll make sense, bro. I love to see him do it. I love to see him do it. Name it believe about Scooter. Yeah, but Purdy gets his money and cut off folks who gonna keep him broke. Yeah, he a champion now, Creo. That was for a belt, bro. That was for a belt. He a champion right now. That was a championship. That was a championship fight, bro. That was for the WBC World Featherweight. Hell yeah, he's strapped up. My boy, 2-division champion after today. He's strapped up again. Zach B, what it do? And I get you, but I also understood where you was coming from. You wasn't blindly just going off of anything. You was basing it off the back-to-back performances. And like I said, that start to be like math. You could look 2 fights and be like, man, you know, you think a trend. You sometimes that it'd be the beginning of the end, but I just believe that he just had more in him. You know what I'm saying? And that's all. Like sometimes they gotta prove it to us again. You know how it be. Brandon can still beat a lot of them. Yeah, he just can't handle Scooter's style. Scooter found his confidence. He still needs some work. Yeah, but he back. Yeah, he back being himself. What happened to Ray Vargas? He got beat by Shockey, and then it got kind of quiet a little bit for him. That's me. He said, so we want to see him versus Monster again or nah? He had 26. The Monster, if the Monster gonna come up to 26, why not? The Monster gonna come up to 26. Is he gonna come up now? Now, Duke still ain't getting that house right. You know what I'm saying? Ain't getting now, definitely. You know what I'm saying? Definitely ain't getting that crib. Damn, GFL, nah. You know what I'm saying? Good shit, Cool Boy. Went out there and put the beatings on that, the mittens on that man. You dig? Let's keep rolling, though, man. Let's keep rolling, man. That was a great win, man. That's how you go out there and get it done. And like I said, hopefully he unifies next after he come back from his little time off. Remember, Vargas drew Nick Ball, then disappeared. Yeah, that's what happened. That's what happened, Rosen. Yeah, just disappeared somewhere, man. Scooter fought a good fight. Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. James' mom may need a much smaller house. I think she should. Oh, so speaking of that, you know he was in the room, Zach B. He was in the room. Cool Boy was up in the spot. I mean, Shushu was up in the spot. And he said, look, they in his weight class, bro. He coming for one of them titles. He coming for that title. He said he would love the winner. Fate was good, bro. Say he'd love the winner. Man, could you imagine Cool Boy versus Shushu? Who y'all got? I'm telling you, this is the great thing about boxing. You going them young guns want their chance. And the thing about Shushu, they about the same age, I think. He not as young as what people think. Shushu's not as young as what people think. So he ready to fight. He ready to fight, ready to get his opportunities. Look, I ain't mad. I watch that fight right now. I pay for it. I even pay for it. I watch it. Who's first? Quayo, make it happen. Shushu pushing 30. Yeah, they don't know it. He pushing 30 out here. He is, bro. I like it. Shout out to Flyer Frequency, man. Cool. We held it down for the town and was dressed appropriately. You get me? Cool boy he was on one. He was on one Saturday, man. He was like, look, man, I'm stepping on I'm gonna come in and beat him up in these Timbs, bro. Go about my business. Love to see it, man. That's what you love to see. But let's see what's next, man. Like I said, Shoo is a great fight if they can make that. And for me, I know what the age that he at. He wants smoke. He wants smoke. So look, I don't know. That'd be a damn good matchup, though. I think I know. I think so, Fee. I think I know what you're talking about. But another fight, I guess we got to talk about as well on the card is the crash out card, man. The crash out card. I mean, not crash out card. The crash out fight. Fierro and Pitbull Cruz, bro. Fierro and Pitbull Cruz is highly entertaining. One, because it was like two trains on the same track. Fierro really didn't want to take a step back, even when he got forced to. He constantly had an answer. I think he evened the fight up kind of late. I think he took the lead a little bit. I ain't gonna lie, man. I don't know about y'all, but I think he kind of edged it. I think Fierro might have edged Pitbull Cruz. I think they might have went with the popular guy in this instant. I don't think nobody gonna be kicking and screaming about Fierro losing, but yeah, he fought Pitbull fight. The interesting thing, he kind of beat him doing it. He kind of beat him doing it. He hurt him more than you've seen Pitbull hurt in just about any of his fights, right? He was legit buzzed for a minute. I don't know, man. I think he might have edged him. So he was surprised. So shocked seeing Pitbull throw some straight punches. They probably drilled it. Call it Crash Out King. Yeah, they was going at it. LaMarcus, that's one of the Crash Out Kings. Pitbull. Rolly, the other one. Josh Fierro was low key out. Hey, man. Hey, Ant. Bro, talk to me. I know I can't be the only one. Around round 6 on, bro, he started outclassing Pitbull. And he started putting them things on him, man. He had answers for answers, bro. He had an answer, man. I thought he edged it. I ain't gonna lie. I thought he edged the fight. I just think they gave it to the more popular guy. I ain't gonna hold you. Nah, he didn't. AGM, he didn't, bro. He didn't. He was getting punched on. He had a hell of a beard though, but I thought after a while he really started just like edging Pitbull in them rounds, bro. I really did. I think Pitbull slowed down too, and that's what I think it was too. His gas tank. Remember, all he throws power shots. You're not gonna tell me a guy gonna be throwing power shots like that for 12 rounds. The way he go, he go and go, and I think he settled down a little bit in the 6. And you seen it. He slowed down, bro. You seen him throw a couple of jabs. I seen a few jabs. Kevin was good with it. I don't know how to do. Me too, bro. I did too, Kevin. I thought he beat him. Seemed like Fierro landed about 4 or 5 punches for every one that Pitbull did from round 6. I'm telling you, it started to look different, bro. I really thought he beat him. Pitbull he got to go back to 135. He do. Going with Pitbull gloves, no conspiracy. Yeah, it was weird. Yeah, they was having some issues back there with his gloves. I seen something. It was weird, man. They was doing a lot. Pitbull had a better punch selection. You think so? I like Fierro the way he was dealing with that little cannonball of a guy. You know what I'm saying? I really like the way that he ate. I mean, I hate, you rather see a guy be better defensively, but he was eating them shots. And I think ultimately it's not that Pitbull can't punch. I think dude had a really good chin, but I just don't think Pitbull's a 40-pounder. Right, take it, Fierro. Yeah, man. Fierro. Look, I said it. Gotta go take the tank stamp on Pitbull. He ain't it. Nah. Yeah, that was a war. He wasn't moving. He ain't had no quit in him. Fierro did, but he ate a lot of leather, y'all. Pitbull landed all the shots, but Fierro just started throwing. Yeah, it started, and then he started giving just as good as he got. Because remember, he buzzed Pitbull ass and hurt him. I was like, yeah, he fighting his ass up off him, man. He was doing really well to fight this man up off him, bro. He was doing real good to fight him up off him, bro. I like seeing it. I like seeing the Pitbull outweigh Ryo, though. Did he? Nah, Pitbull. I think Pitbull can punch, but I just don't think he's a 40-pounder, right? Because he got a pretty good KO ratio, right? I think he can crack, but I just don't think he's a 40-pounder. You know what I'm saying? Them punches had to be strong on Fierro, but he was just eating them joints and just kept fighting through. I'm like, man, you would think Pitbull got him, and it's like, nope. Yeah. Yeah, he was getting outboxed, bro. Yeah, Fierro was putting them hands on. That's why I say I know I wasn't the only one that seen it. But after 6, I started seeing something different because Pitbull started looking tired. He started looking tired, and once all that aggression slowed down and all them wild ass shots and them hooks and shit slow down a bit because you tired, start getting hit, bro. 3 says his gloves were too tight, and didn't make it for the wraps. Yeah, that was weird. I didn't know what they had going on with his gloves, Ty. That was weird. You look and see, dude, 80% KO. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He was cracking too. They both had 18 knockouts. Both of them. Pitbull got one punch, a nice punch on him. Yeah, he do. He like creativity required to catch guys with shots they don't see. Yeah, like that's what it is. A lot of that shit, I think, guys could brace for it to a degree, right? You still got to have a pretty good beard, but I think you could brace for it because you kind of know what's coming. He's limited on the jab and he's heavy on the hooks and uppercuts, right? He just power shots. You wanted to draw. That wouldn't have been too far-fetched either, though, Mike. You know what I'm saying? It was one of them fights. But he definitely, I just didn't think he won, though. I ain't gonna lie. Band Up was good, fan. I don't think he won. Yeah, Pitbull could punch. You was hearing him, John. He definitely could punch, but he just ain't. I don't think he's a one-shot guy, and he definitely ain't no 40-pounder for sure. I think for sure sleeping this guy in the rematch. Fierro boxed the whole fight. He would have won, but he wanted to trade. Yeah, I think he should have boxed. That's what I'm saying. It's like, how dare you have an opportunity to watch him in his very last fight get outboxed by somebody, and you don't think to employ that strategy, like implement that strategy in the ring? Box his ass. He won a fight. Do what he don't want to do. He don't want to box. But maybe that's why he picked Fierro, because he knew he was going to fight him and not box. And custom Canelo gloves, no box and no light brand. That's what he had on. That's crazy. I can for a fight. I ain't mad at the decision either way. Yeah, it was a bang out 2 cents, but I mean, if Fierro is mad at the decision, he would have to be mad at himself because he put himself in that situation by just electing to fight that way, right? Just wanting to, he was cool with the brawl. And like I said, you gotta be a little more creative with Pitbull. The blueprint is out on him. The blueprint is out. It ain't like he can't be outboxed. He don't like the box. He want to fight. So you box people like that. Same thing with Benavidez. Not saying he can't box, but he wants to fight. You know what I mean? He'd rather not box. He want to hurt and inflict pain. Those type of guys, you have to box them. You got to do what they don't want to do. Legacy Mindset was good, fam. I like to see Fierro fight again. I would watch him again. I'll watch Fierro again. Why not? He's a good fighter. Yeah. That style is crazy, man, because that was a war. That was a war right there. That's the Pitbull. That's what makes him entertaining, though, and that's why people take to him, because he fan-friendly fight. It's either you or him, but he more times than not, it's going to be you, because he's going to crash out on you. But like I said, I'm not going to lie. I think the fight was very competitive and a lot of ebbs and flows. It was a war. Pitbull had several moments in the fight, but I think, like I said, after about 6, he slowed down, and you seen it. he tried so hard early to knock you out with every shot that by the halfway point, he sucking air, bro. You get me? He gasping, not gasping, but he slowed down considerably. You can see it. You can see the drop off in his activity, and it's clear. And I think he was allowing Fierro to work and, like Ant put it, outclass him down the stretch of the fight. I think the only thing that saved Pitbull, to be real honest with y'all, is the popularity aspect. You know what I'm saying? That popularity part. You know what I mean? They want to push him. They keep talking about how much of a star he still is and all this stuff. Yeah, you don't hear none of that shit about no Angel Fierro. What fan base he got going crazy? What Tank Davis fight he had that he survived? You get it? No, he don't have none of that. So I think people still holding on to that for Pitbull. And on top of that, maybe they think they could still position themselves for a potential Tank rematch. You know, they still talk about wanting that fight. So I'm just not surprised that it went in his favor. But like I said, I thought Fierro outboxed him. I really did. Really did. I think he outboxed him. You talking about that opening fight? I think it was a prelims fight you talking about. Fate. That prelim joint. I think you're talking about a prelim joint. That was good. But yeah, overall the card was solid. The only other fight up there that I did mention on the main part was Jesus Ramos and Jason Rosario, whatever his name is, Jason. He should probably chill, because I remember the last time. I think all his losses are by knockout. And at this point, he fought Jesus Ramos, that big-ass, young, hungry, strong-ass kid. At this point, they just feeding him to the wolves. The only thing he could be is like a journeyman or a gatekeeper at this point. Unless he don't want some type of long-term damage, I don't see no reason why he should continue. You know what I mean? If he need the money, that's another story. But that dude Rosario looked cooked, man. Antonio was good, fam. How you feeling? They made that commemorative belt for them. Yeah, they definitely did that for Pitbull. Trust me, Ty. You right. They knew who they was giving that fight to. The only way Pitbull wasn't winning that fight is if he would have got knocked out, y'all. That's the only way he wasn't winning the fight. That kind of fight too, where it's like war, even though it looked like dude got the better of it in the second half too. Nah, you can't win that kind of fight against Pitbull. They're not giving it to you. Yeah, Ramos went out there and pretty much did what we all felt like he was going to do against Rosario. Thought he would have got him a little sooner, but he got him when he got him. You know what I mean? I feel like at any point, if Ramos stepped on the gas, he would have stopped that guy. And that's exactly what he did. He was beating his ass. It was convincing. It was easy money for him. He didn't lose a single round, took no punishment. Rosario, just the most he can do for these young guys coming up is take him some rounds. I don't see him getting no Vinces type knockout or get one of those performances of yesteryear. I think the writing is on the wall for him. I think his best days is behind him, and that's just what it is. I don't know how long he's going to continue, but it don't look smart. When I was the first fighter truly hurt Benavidez, yeah, he is. Yeah, so overall, y'all, we had a great night Saturday, man. I didn't make it to call the fights. I just wasn't in the best moods, but we got through the fights. I enjoyed them, and I just ended my night early, right after the fights was over. But Saturday was good. Sunday was great as well. Shout out to Cat Sports. Was good. Boxstorian, how you feeling, my guy? How you feeling? Shout out to the Boxstorian, man. NBA stole the night. I ain't watch a lick of basketball, bro. Well, I know I heard about that little trade stuff, but I ain't watch a lick of that. But what I did watch, and glad that I had the zone, because what I did watch. Oh, my goodness. Boy, oh boy. little boy, man. The GOAT punching, man. She looked good up there at heavyweight. She look I just don't see her losing. I don't want to jinx her, none of that weird shit, but I don't see it, man. I just don't think too many people gonna be able to do much with her. Although there are still some good fights out there, I think I still would like to see her fight Shadeja Green, to be honest. Y'all know how I feel about that fight, but she beat Fran Chan in her pro debut. They fought back then. That wouldn't be a bad fight to rematch. Hannah Gabriels, I get that. That's still the only girl to knock her down. Hannah Gabriels did become champion, and I think she went up to the weight class before Clarissa, so that wouldn't be a bad fight. Yeah, Savannah Marshall rematch, that's not a bad, but I think as long as Shadeja Green is a champion and in the mix, I think that's a real fight for her. You know what I'm saying? I think she should fight her. You know what I mean? Savannah Marshall and Green, any of these fights, Cruz and Green rematch. I definitely think if Green could get the Cruz rematch and beat her, I think she opens. You know what I mean? Clarissa got to put her on the radar for sure. For sure. I got you. There ain't much fights left for Clarissa. Yeah, man. Some rematches. Green is out there, like you said. But outside of that, it ain't a ton. It ain't a ton left for her. It ain't a ton left for her. I just want to see her do it because she got some it's a few names out there. Not many. I mean, not many. Like I said, Green is one of them. They ain't never fought. We seen the Cruz fight. It still wouldn't be a bad fight. Now, I just think it's a skill deficit between them two. The separation of skill. You know, only way Franchon Cruz beats Clarissa in the fight, she has to stop her. And Clarissa got really good defense. If she don't want you to hit her, she's going to make it very hard for you to hit her. She got a good beard. You seen the one knockdown that she suffered in her career with Hannah Gabriels. She got up, won the rest of the round, if I'm not mistaken, and every round after that. So she a lot different, man. Brandon do got the same pressures used to. Nope. Green. Nope. So I don't know. She got a couple challenges left before it looked like it ain't nobody left. But in old school was good with it, bro.
Man, I had a bad night of picks, bro.
You say you had a bad night of picks.
Yeah, I went 3. I lost 3 and 1. I thought, all right, I told D1. I thought Fierro would come in and beat Pitbull. I thought Pitbull looked really bad in his last fight. And I ain't gonna lie, Pitbull actually was boxing in the first half of the fight.
Right.
And he used his damn jab for once. But I've been saying this like the last 3 fights. He doesn't belong at 140, dude. He loses power throwing his hands that high.
Right.
He's better off either 130, 135. To be honest, as small as he is, 130 would be good for him.
Right.
Morel did exactly what I said. I told D1, I said, look, the only chance Morel's got, he's going to have to knock that Benavidez out. He's not going to win the decision over him. If he doesn't happen by the 8th, Benavidez wins the fight. And that's exactly what happened.
Right.
You know? Now, Cool Boy, I slept on him because how bad he looked in his last fight. And I even told D1, I hope he wins, but I just don't know, bro. I'm gonna go against him, but I hope he wins. And I'll give him all the credit in the world. Oh, Cool Boy looked good, bro. He really did. He was boxing his ass off. And he kept, in the beginning of the fight, he was boxing at distance, which is what I wanted him to do. And he looked good doing it.
Right. Yeah, man. He had the right game plan. He was focused. Looked like whatever issues that he was dealing with, definitely put them to the side and got that win. I couldn't be happy.
His confidence was definitely there this fight, you know? And Rosario's washed, bro.
Yeah, he got to go. He got to hang it up respectfully. He had a good run. I mean, that best win was his J-Rock win. He got it all from my man J-Rock. Since then, man, it's been like knockout loss after knockout loss for this dude.
Right. I don't want to see him get hurt, bro. I mean, fuck. You don't want to see that shit for your fighters, you know?
Right. 2 cents. What's going on, Queen? How you feeling?
What's going on? Just chat. How y'all doing?
Hey, girl.
Oh, Kimmy.
I got some questions for you. Just quick conversation I want to have for you as far as Clarissa Shields is concerned. But before we do that, I just want to say I'm glad Cool Boy was able to come back and win in the fashion that he did, just to show these fans that one loss does not mean, even a tough loss. Because I'm like, man, like, why none of these fighters can come back from a tough loss? Like, one tough loss and you just done? Like, I don't understand that. So I'm glad that he was able to come back and win in the fashion that he did. It's crazy how even his family wrote him off. That's pretty tough right there. So he really overcame a lot. Like, that's a lot to overcome. When you got to overcome the loss, you got to overcome the critics, you got to overcome your family, you got to overcome yourself. That's a lot. So I'm pretty sure those belts meant a lot to him. Now, this may come as a surprise to you in the chat, but I'm a huge Clarissa Shields fan, and
me too.
I don't like how people try to say, "Oh, she got all these belts, but she ain't fought nobody." And I'm like, I know we say that about fighters and this and that, but we're not in a situation as to where she can cherry pick who she fight for a belt or fight this fighter when it's somebody better in the division. Like, she's literally fighting the best. I mean, she got 16 fights, damn near all of them championship fights. So I just don't think it's fair. Like, it's like she'll never get the credit that she deserves. You know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah, speaking of that, we're gonna keep going, because I got something to show you while you speak. You're gonna be like, see, it's the shit we talking about right here.
Because I mean, it like seriously, what do people want her to do? And it was like, I remember even when she first went pro, she tried to fight the smaller fight, but I mean, she's just bigger than them. Like, I don't know what she can do. Like, just completely drain herself. Like, I don't know.
Keep being great, and anybody that don't see it need to get called out accordingly for just being goofy as hell, being a damn hater.
How about Clarissa versus Remy Ma?
What'd you say?
How about Clarissa versus Remy Ma?
Look at this, man. Check this out, 2 cents. Clarissa Shields wants to be compared to the men, so let's critique her like one. If any elite male fighter fights a 5-0, 40-year-old, 42-year-old novice, what would be the assessment performance of the performance, man? Exactly. Garbage. She said, went the distance with a novice, just like Fury got smoked with Francis Ngannou with the FBI expect. Shields' performance was trash. I only clipped the person name out because, you know, I don't do personals, but this is just how people think. You know what I mean?
Don't clip no names out this public record. They said this publicly.
What's good with it? Dante Boxing Talk. What's good, fam? Remy. But so you know this is, and you know his man is T.O. This T.O. man right here. This T.O. man.
But it's like, but this is a dumb comparison, because if a man was fighting a 5-0, 42-year-old, there are other people for him there to fight though. Like, they conveniently leave that out as if she just picked her over other people.
I mean, she ain't got nobody else to fight.
She don't got nobody else. Like, she literally don't have nobody else to fight. Not we just saying it because it sounds cool. She literally don't have nobody else to fight.
She beat all the best champions. Who else is left?
Right. She did. Yeah. I mean, I just think that's trash to think that way. Like, you tell me who she's supposed to be fighting, and this goes for any fighter because I'm consistent. When people complain about, you know, resumes, you got to tell me who that person's supposed to be fighting that they ain't fought, and then you might have a conversation with me. Who she's supposed to fight that she ain't fought? What smoke she running from? I mean, what is this? Her third weight class? What is it, undisputed? Like, what else? What else is it? Seriously, like, we are so ungrateful. She can't help whatever competition is out there. We already know the women's divisions, you know, as far as their talent goes, it's not as deep as the men's. It's a male-dominated sport. We know this shit. But
Legacy
she is
mindset.
undeniably showing you she is the best out there, man. This shit ain't even close. Trash performance is crazy. Who she's supposed to be fighting is my thing. That's what
Legacy
I'm saying.
mindset.
Y'all gotta stop. She went and dipped her toe in another sport because she's so dominant over here, and then came back over here and continued to be dominant. Then y'all wonder why she talked the way she do, because you got people like this that is still question or shit on her and take jabs. There wasn't nothing trash about what you seen Saturday night. You got me up, man. Like that. If that's trash, I don't need to watch boxing no more. Get me like that's terrible. I don't know if you posted this for shock value or what, but do you really believe this shit? Like,
look, Legacy Mindset just wrote a comment about Layla Ali. I would love that fight, but Layla's been out of the damn ring way too long. She's not even close to being in boxing shape. I mean, come on.
I mean, y'all gotta be like y'all. Come on, y'all tripping. Clarissa Shields would beat the brakes off of Layla Ali. Are y'all serious? Clarissa Shields is a generational talent. Like, it's probably going to be a while before we ever see another female boxer even close to her.
Yeah. That's
well,
real.
here's where I kind of disagree with you 2 cents. Prime for prime, I think Layla beats her.
No, go back and watch Layla Ali fights.
I have watched her. I'm 60 years old. I watched her.
Nah, not me. I don't think so. She did.
Layla hit hard. She knew how to box. I think she catches Clarissa.
I mean, I see why you could say it, but for me, I just think I won't even compare the generations. Like, she Layla be who she be.
Yeah, you can't do it because she's retired. And she's old.
Through the weight classes, number of weight classes, just dominating. Like, she's showing hands down. She the epitome of pound for pound. It's like no matter where she go, she's going any weight class she want right now. She's gonna be the best fighter there. That's special. I think that makes her special. I really do. I love Layla too, but I don't know. I just
nah, she could fight. Layla could fight, and she was great for the time. But if you put Layla now, it'd probably be a couple of female boxers that'll beat up Layla Ali, not just Clarissa Shields.
I'm
gonna stand no chance with Layla, but Clarissa. But Clarissa, the only one that's gonna stand a chance with Layla. If you gotta seriously watch Layla Ali fight. Now, Clarissa Shields is all that. You feel what I'm saying? She's all that. It's really basically nothing that she can do because the talent pool is scarce. The talent pool is scarce. There's nobody for her to fight. Sit and say, bro, that the females is fighting now. Man, Layla Ali will be knocking them out.
You cutting up.
She be knocking
breaking up, guy.
One thing I could say was heavy-handed, and she know how to do the.
You cutting up, yo. Just jump back in. Just jump back in.
And so now we're at the point where
Layla Ali was sloppy as hell, strong, but she wasn't a good boxer at all. I'm trying to tell you, I knew somebody was gonna say like the punching power. Yo, Clarissa Shields is just skilled, more skilled than any female fighter I've watched. Layla,
she's really fast. She's really fast.
See how she moved all the way up and she still got that hand speed, and now she punching harder. She really landed the single best right hand of her career Saturday. Yo, that shit was.
And before y'all try to throw it in my face, I do know she was snacked. So let me just say that now. Because here they come.
James,
but she was great. She was great before snack. So y'all do what y'all will with that.
Yeah, man. I think
it's the extra weight. I think it's actually the extra weight that she put on gave her a little more pop on them punches.
Yeah, I just got Clarissa beating her because she's just more skillful. I know it looked a certain way, but shit, man. Like, put it this way, man. It ain't nobody that you could really say outside of a name, maybe two, that Clarissa, you want to see her in there with that she ain't smoke.
Hey, I do want to see that Hannah Gabriel's rematch though. That's gonna be a good one.
Yeah, she far more superior to her skills. I think so. I think people just enamored. Maybe Layla had a lot of knockouts. Maybe that's it. that
I
power.
don't know. We will never know because she's
I
a
don't think
dog.
her power is attributed to Zach. For me, I think it's attributed to her just moving up the weight class. Because I mean, that was the first question. Like she said it beforehand. She move up, she'll be stronger. I don't think she punching to the point where it's like, it's like,
And
oh,
she really dropping these girls because they out of shape. Like if you look when she dropping these girls, they huffing and puffing, they barely breathing.
right. I thought
It ain't like she just.
that's what shaved Perkins. I thought she was just shaved
Hey,
because of the name.
Perkins was fighting like she was at the corner store.
That damn eye rolled the back of her head. I said, damn.
Hey, but Perkins can fight though. Perkins can fight though.
Yeah. She an athlete. That's what you was able to see. I mean, for me, listen, I have no argument with nobody that's saying this about Snack, but it gotta look different to me. I just always thought that would be the case. You get what I'm saying? Moved up, she just looks stronger, but it still don't look like no otherworldly or no performance enhanced type of power. Just like she looked healthy up there, body and everything. She looked good on the scale. I'm pretty sure she got to go crazy about cutting her weight. And think about that. That was what was that? A damn near 200-pound girl. You know what I mean? What they said she was about 190, 195. What the? I'm like, dang. Was she about 6 foot too? Big tall.
That girl big.
Damn near something. Damn NBA, WNBA player. Did she play before too?
Yeah, I think she was a basketball player.
Yeah. My girl kept saying like she looked familiar, and that's what she knew her from, basketball.
Yep, she's a hooper.
I get it, man. I get it. For me, I never made the Snack connection, like because what people leave out a lot of times when they bring up Snack to make a point off it, they leave out the fact that there's so many fighters that deal with Snack that be getting their asses whooped. And
but you know what? Just do
cases in which somebody do well or win, and we like, see, that's Snack. And you have so many more cases where Snack fighters getting their asses kicked.
Yeah, like you seen how Rosario got his ass whooped?
Got his ass whooped.
That's Snack. That's Snack. So it go from both extremes.
I get it. I swear, I want y'all to understand me. I get y'all reservations because of the connection.
Them Snack fighters because they punch resistance up so high, they be getting their asses whooped.
There's an easy cure for this though. There really is. There's an easy cure for this. Get Snack and Victor Conte out of boxing.
And you know what? For me, I never felt like Clarissa just didn't have power. I never felt like that. I thought it was the way I always thought it was the way she was.
I mean, she don't got knockout power. It depends on what you mean by power. She don't got like one punch knockout power.
She's not a puncher per se, right? Right, and that I guess that trips people out. But I never thought she was that. But I just think you naturally you going up and you gotta cut less. I think you more of yourself naturally. Like you see it often. Shit, Cool Boy moving up. Look how he just moved Figueroa around again, who was looking way more established up there at 26. He just moved him around again the same way he did in the first fight. I don't know, man. I don't know.
But Clarissa don't go to the body either. If she went to the body more, maybe she could get more knockouts.
I agree 1,000,000%. 1,000,000%. That's one of the biggest holes to her game. She's something she don't do that often. At all. Why? I don't know. Shout out to Mike Kirkland, man. He said Frazier live beat Layla Ali, in my opinion. Oh, wasn't that what's the name, daughter? Watched it live.
Yeah.
Man, what them judges say? I got Shields. He said, damn, what them judges say? I got Shields. Yeah, man. I don't know. I just thought it was a really well-timed police shot, Know what I'm saying? It was just a great punch, but I understand. Yeah, I get it. But if she just all of a sudden just start looking like every time she touch you or you get me, that's her strong hand and everything. So I ain't, she put something into that. It sat down on that joint too. It was a pretty ass punch, I like the way she just.
Well, look, I don't know if you remember, but there was an interview with Layla, and Layla said a while back, she said, Clarissa punches wrong and she doesn't sit down on her punches, or she would have more knockouts.
I think that was true. I think that was true. Because again, when you hear that about certain people, make the connection if they have an extensive Olympic background, not even extensive, just Olympic background. Notice you did it twice. So I think that just be because you've mastered that point system so well that your transition, that be your issue or your challenge for you as a pro, right? Just working at those kinks out and really turning punches over and sitting down on them consistently enough where you getting the most out of your shots. And I think that's just what you see from her. At least that's how I see it. That's how I see it. It's something that she just continuously need to work on and master it.
Well, look, bro, I'm going to make dinner. I just wanted to hop on for a sec.
For sure. Damn, it's something else. Did y'all see Biz was good with it? Did y'all see Layla not Layla, Muhammad Ali, this is his ex-wife, speak about Layla Ali fighting? Did y'all catch that? Oh man, did y'all catch that? That was interesting, man, what she was saying. Yeah, I was like, oh, who's she rooting for? She rooting for who? Man, she was like, yeah, man. Clarissa need to kick her out. I was like, oh, look, say it again. What you said? Yeah.
I'm having issues. Can you hear me, Jess?
Yeah, I can hear you. What's good with the Big Dre?
Oh, not too much, man.
Ace was good, family.
You know, like you were talking about with the amateur, the point system, and you know, having spent that much time in the amateur system and going through 2 Olympics, and that combined with 2-minute rounds, you know, you don't have a lot of time to set stuff up because as soon as you set it up, the bell rings, and now you got to start over. You know, and then with the amateur punt, you know, background, the Olympics, you know, you've perfected that style of fighting.
Right. I think that's what it is. She perfected that amateur, that point system, man. Like you said, great point that them 2-minute rounds, like you got to fight at that phonetics pace. It don't always allow you that necessary time to set stuff up because you know you start and you in the second minute and you into it and it's over. So yeah, that's what it is. But you see when the times when she done it, I forgot which fight this was specifically, y'all. I think that not the last fight, maybe a couple fights ago where she specifically was going to their body, turning punches over. And I'm like, yo, you could see that she hurting this girl. She had her moving all around the ring and she didn't stop her. So it's not the girl that she stopped. Man, it was I had to go on her record and look at it. But it was somebody, she was going to this girl's body. And I'm like, yo, y'all watching and seeing how this girl taking like laps around the ring because she hurt to the body. And she sit down, she get results. So it's just doing it consistently within them 2-minute periods where you can get them results. Savannah Marshall, she was like that too. It was somebody else too. I'm gonna go look. Hold on. I'm gonna see. As soon as I see the name, I'll know. I gotta look. It's somebody else.
But that last punch against Daniela Perkins, that was perfectly timed as she was stepping in, and she caught her just right at the tip of that, you know, the far edge of that punch.
Ah, there she go. It was right after Savannah Marshall, Maricela Cornejo. That girl, she didn't stop her, but bro, she was beating her body up. She was feeling that. She was beating her body up, man. She was beating her body up in that fight. Had her like taking them laps around the ring. I'm like, yo, this girl is hurt, yo. She was beating her body up. And if you just look at her resume, like how she started, man, people were way more pro experienced than her. She getting in there just beating them easily, bro. Like, it's just too hard to question. Why even question her boxing acumen at this point? Like, question how great she is just weird. It's just weird.
You know, they say she ain't fought nobody, but she's fought everybody that's out there.
That's what I'm saying.
There's
I
only
think
like
the better question.
There's only like 14 heavyweights in the women's division in the world. You know, when you get down to light heavyweight, you know, you might have 15 to 18. There's not. And who wants
good, bro?
And who wants to get in the ring with Clarissa after seeing what she does? I mean, especially if you're not part of those few elites. Do you really want to get in the ring with Clarissa? You know,
Shout out to being boxing. Yeah, she got a stoppage. That's what's up, man. Yeah, it was Maricela Cornejo. That's what she was punching in the body like that. Had her taking them laps around the ring. I was like, yo, she beating her body up, yo. So yeah, I think more body work for Clarissa. I definitely think she'll set up the stoppages because she got a killer right hand, and I knew that before last Saturday. So, but that just was more evidence of it. I just think she's a bit stronger up there at heavyweight.
And I want to say this, and it might sound sexist, but
eventually, when you keep disposing checks to the body, you're gonna cash out. You gotta keep making them deposits to the body. That's all. And she do it, she gonna get results, I believe. She real like that, man. She's the goods. Clarissa's recycling people should be up in the past because they ain't much left to fight. I mean, eventually that's what it might come to. She don't got a rematch yet. I don't think that she's had. But the Hannah Gabriels thing makes sense. Hannah Gabriels was a champion up there too at the heavyweight class, I think. Franchon Cruz, I get why. Still a credible name always in the sport. I think Shadeja Green, like, if she get her rematch with Franchon and beat her, that definitely got to make her want to fight. You get what I'm saying? Shadeja, but I think in order for her to do that, she got to beat somebody like Franchon, somebody that I think she definitely can beat. I definitely think so. Melanie.
That's your girl, though, ain't it, Jess? Shadeja Green?
Say that again.
That's your girl, ain't it, Shadeja?
Yeah, for sure. And she said the fight that she, of course she'll want a Clarissa Shields fight, but she want that rematch with Franchon for sure. She want that. And hearing Clarissa throw out names like Franchon, Hannah Gabriels, she beat one of them, especially somebody like Franchon because they got old history. Then that's just as good. You gotta look her way. You have to. And people want to see that fight. I just want to see her get the opportunity. I really do. I think it'd be dope. Trying to get her friends paid, yeah. And I respect it too. I respect it because she getting there and getting there and go for it. Getting there and go for it, bro.
Yeah, man. Like I was saying before, my wife called and interrupted me.
Yeah, she gotta get that Franchon fight.
Clarissa was looking good at the weigh-in. Ooh, baby, yeah, buddy. She looked a lot more toned, and not as jiggly as she has in some of her previous fights. And I commend her for that. She, like she put in the work.
Yeah, ready to go. They had some little discrepancy about the weight situation too, and they still made that work. And this girl really rehydrated as big as she needed to. That's what I'm saying. She dropped that big ass girl like that. Eyes rolled back in her head for a second. I'm like, damn. But real quick, while I was on it, I did mean to play this video. Let me play this video.
Let me see that picture.
Yeah. You documented it. It's a real signature here, bro. You know they're worth $1,200 on eBay right now?
Are you serious?
So don't put it down. They'll walk.
Right?
It'll walk, bro. There you go, Ben.
Thank you so much.
All right. Yes. Yeah, my book is out, man. Y'all should come to Southfield tonight.
Let the people know about your book again.
Oh yeah. Undefeated. It's undefeated. And it's because I was undefeated in karate. I'm a martial artist.
Okay.
And I was 9th degree black belt, undefeated.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Bruce Lee was one of my coaches. And he taught me Wing Chun.
Right.
Yeah. But most of it's mostly martial arts. Taekwondo.
That's crazy. How long? When was that?
That I started that when I was 8, and I have a 9th degree black. That was in my 30s.
Okay.
Yeah.
How the heck did you link up with Bruce Lee? Like,
because we was in that world.
Okay.
I was already a champion when I met Bruce, and Bruce said, "You know what? I want you to give me a films on Muhammad Ali. I want to study his style."
Oh wow.
I said, "What you gonna give me?" I mean, everybody giving out shit. What you gonna give me?
Right.
I teach you Wing Chun. I said, "Okay, it's a deal."
Like that's a deal.
Yeah,
It's a deal.
I have it. It's all in my book. All that stuff.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
They got you for that body care.
A long time because it was so painful. It was so painful. It was just so painful.
This is crazy.
She'll play it.
No, I think she worked with Clarissa Shields. I think she worked with
Hey,
her.
come here. Yes, ma'am. I'm Khalil Ali. I'm Muhammad Ali's wife. I just gave her a picture.
She said, I know.
I want to back her up.
Okay.
I'm backing her up.
Okay.
To kick Layla's ass.
Okay.
That's why I come to see her.
She on her way right now.
You make sure I see her before I leave.
I'll make sure
I'll take her to Dubai to kick Layla's ass.
I'm gonna, as soon as she got me out, as soon as she get her way.
She's my hero.
I'm gonna bring her straight to you.
Thank you.
Hold on, wait. I'm gonna record it with you.
Okay.
You wait.
What you doing? I'm here to see Sheila. Miss Shields, I want her to whoop Layla's ass.
Let me show you.
Wait. You gotta tell them why you want her to whip Layla's ass.
Yeah. Because Layla's mama with my husband, and I'm payback time. It's payback time. Yeah, I want everybody to know it. I hope they all see that.
They gonna see it.
Yeah, I want her to whoop her butt.
They gonna see it.
I like her energy. I think she's funny.
He's always
You
starting some
don't never
fun.
speak to her at all?
Oh yeah, we talk to her. Yeah, we talk to her. She's
Yeah.
my children's half sister.
Oh, right.
Yeah, I don't hate her now, but she's going down. I love her.
Right.
I love all of them.
Right.
I'm gonna give her
I
a
love
challenge.
it, but she's like Clarissa.
She's 40 years old now. And once we put money on the table, she'll come out of the woodwork.
You think so? You think the money will make?
Money always makes.
You think so?
Look at Tyson.
I mean,
Tyson didn't have to do that.
Yeah.
Tyson for 28 years. Get
Yeah.
the hell out of here. Money
Yeah.
talks, bullshit walks.
Yeah, that's true.
That's the real deal.
That's true. Cause I know she been talking smack about Clarissa. Layla has. Clarissa
on down,
been.
baby. Come on down, baby. I got you. I said, Layla, I got you. This is your triumph.
Let's get it.
But you know what? What's so ain't there something? But you know what's so crazy?
You want Clarissa to get that dub.
Hey, that was cute. That was cute.
Funny, right?
Hey, y'all seen that lady? That let you know the type of women Ali was talking to. Cause she say she a 9th degree black belt. She beating hot keto, kick your head off.
Fact, she need a podcast, bro. I thought that was funny seeing. I liked her energy. I said, yeah, I like her. As soon as she mentioned something about they selling autographs for $1,200, I said, I like her already, man. But she funny. She ain't said it like in an ill will way, but she just, I liked it. But
Sound like she promoting it.
Yeah, label is bigger, right? Listen, man. I think that's a once in a.
I don't want to see that. Y'all really want to see Clarissa Shields fight Layla Ali? Like, I don't want to see that.
You know what? I'm not asking for it per se, right? But maybe that'll shut up these people. Oh, she ain't fought nobody. I know they'll move the goalpost though, too, since when she do it. And by when she was like, oh, I'd get it, but it still shut up some people. But I wouldn't be mad right now because Clarissa's just that bad. I feel like whatever she do, I'm rocking with it. Hannah Gabriel did knock you down. Go beat her up. I think she was a champion too at the heavier weight class. I thought. I gotta go look. No, I wasn't tripping.
She already. I think Hannah Gabriel's the only one to ever drop her. She dropped Shields.
She is. Yeah, still to this day. Kevin was good. He said she with the shit. She right. She need her damn sure need a podcast. Layla needs to chill. I'm telling you, she gonna get pieced up. That hand speed gonna be different. That shit from back in the day. They be. I know you was beating them women up, but they ain't none of them like that. she want to win more than you do. Believe that. Yeah, he ain't going for you. Hear me in the back.
She'll say she was fighting housewives and strippers. Who she say Layla Ali was fighting?
And I'll tell you this though, for what it's worth, there ain't gonna be nobody that you're gonna be able to say Clarissa ducked when it's all said and done. That's a fact. You could try that shit if you want, but it ain't nobody she's supposed to fight that she hasn't. Like I said, my girl.
No, they want her to do that thing like how they want Tank to go to 154. They want her to go to 130 and prove that she great.
Yeah, right. Show up like a damn fiend on the scale, just to show me you're great.
Wait a minute. You know, Clarissa could put a pile of clothes on the goddamn scale and weigh 130 pounds. I mean, shit. I don't think that's not even possible. Looking at her body type, she couldn't get to 130 pounds, you know, without being dead.
Right.
No, they want her to go to 47 though. That's where they like the Serranos, I think, and the Baumgartners. They willing to fight her at 47. They say.
Like the 3-0, yeah. She just ain't got nobody that could beat her, man. I just think the combination of skill, intensity, and what she just bring her experience at this point, man. Good luck beating her because she's special. I don't give a damn. That big tall ass giant. The only thing somebody could say is her performance is this. And she fought a novice. That shut up. People are athletes, bro. She had a giant big ass tree she was fighting. I don't want to hear that. She had to figure that out. That's how I know, man. You don't have to be a boxer to understand how difficult it is to do what they're doing, but at least get into a fight. Like, you get what I'm saying? I know she do this shit at a high level, but that was a different experience. You can't find another. Yeah, I think the tallest opponent outside of her was who? Savannah Marshall? That girl was big, and then an athlete in a whole nother sport where she was actually of some substance. People don't see that. She's trying. Like, yeah, she in over her head skill-wise. Well, who not getting in the ring with Clarissa? Name me a female right now that was, if they was her size, that you got actively in boxing that could beat her. And I'm telling you, that shit is crazy. When you think of that, it's not even close. It's not no.
Think of anybody who's not active in boxing who could have gotten in the ring with her.
Respect to all of them, but it's like, you get what I'm saying? You place her in any weight class, they're gonna say she the best thing there. That makes her the best, man.
But then they don't even consider the fact that, like, she like fighting so much, she went and learned a whole nother combat sport as a professional.
Can you tell them, Queen? Exactly, man. They don't get it, man. Can you stop acting like you've seen another Clarissa before? Name them.
Like, y'all this mad at Clarissa Shields because she said she could beat up Keith Thurman. It don't make no sense.
Yeah, y'all still mad about that? Like, get over it, bro. She talks shit. So
listen, y'all have a good night, man.
Y'all still questioning. It's the men. Y'all get up here on y'all platforms when y'all get y'all little followings and y'all abuse it by trying to convince whoever listen to your sad ass that Clarissa ain't what she say she is. Man, get that weak ass shit out of here. I don't even begin to understand how you could type something up like that and be like, yeah, this cool. I'm gonna send this out. Yeah, I was cooking. No, you wasn't. You not cooking. You was wrong with boxing. I can see if she was ducking competition and this shit was some type of like hype job or gimmick. No, she's the GOAT for real. She beating ass everywhere she goes. She blazing trail, beat people up. She taking all the hardware, and y'all still, you got you idiots. This is why she call out men, because it's like y'all won't shut up until she beat one of them up. Now, I get it. I was against now. I don't call another one out. I don't even care no more. I get it. That's what I'm mad because she called. So what? Because y'all are the ones that don't give her credit. It's not the women. It's these weak ass dudes. They get a little following and they abuse it, yo. And they think they know boxing, yo. No, if you think you know boxing and you think shitting on her is you knowing boxing, you don't know shit. You don't know shit. That's bad. That's nasty work. Just appreciate her. You acting like you seen this shit before. Who did it before like her? She don't even got 20 fights. All that history on her side, that shit is crazy. You don't even see nothing like that. But nah, we can't appreciate it because the girl she fought was 42 years old and 5-0. Man, I don't give a damn. I don't care, bro. Ain't nobody that you could look and say, yeah, that's who she avoiding. You can't find a soul, man. You got people way down calling her out, and y'all pushing that she need to go down to prove she great is wild to me. Nah, bro, she don't got to prove nothing. If she got to move to a weight class where it puts her at a crazy disadvantage or it's just unhealthy for her to do it, and you think that proves that she great, you're an idiot. You are an idiot. Doing exactly what she been doing since she been in the sport of boxing is what makes her great. That shit is not, it's not even close. This shit is night and day, man. Damn, just appreciate it. I don't see how people get up on here. Yeah, Clarissa, man. Yeah, she ain't fighting nobody, man. Man, I don't want to hear that shit. She can't help the talent that's available while she here. She great, and she better than all the rest of them. And this shit ain't close. If you mad, don't watch her. Don't watch her. Go sit in and she'll beat your girl up. Now, and she'll beat your girl. I know what's up. She'll beat your girl up. Just keep that in mind. Since y'all want to get crazy. Can't discredit her. How you wake up today and say, yeah, her performance was trash? You thought you was saying that?
She'll probably beat you up.
Facts. You gonna get in there and get socked on, man. You know what I'm saying? These people kill me. That's why I be saying that dudes don't really enjoy boxing. Y'all could call me what you want. I'm gonna always fight this good fight. I'm not sitting up here taking from what people accomplish, yo. That shit just not the right way to look at it. You get what I'm saying? Like, there's nothing you can say. There's nothing you can say that she's supposed to be doing that she's not doing. And then that's all we take from that. That's why I say no matter how great you prove that you are in boxing, you got some stupid idiot on the sideline with a YouTube channel, sad to say, thinking he know what boxing is. You get when it come to her, you clearly missing it. You missing it. Tell me when I'm wrong. What is it that she's supposed to be doing to prove that she's great? Be a crackhead on the scale and then mess around, go out there and get knocked out like the rest of these dummies when they be trying to wait. Well, she go all the way up and you still got a problem with who she beating up. I don't even want to hear it no more. Clearly not following her resume and what she did, man. It's not nobody out there for her to beat up on. Yo, it's a couple people, but that's it, yo. That's it. I'm always stand for. I just don't get it because she said she'd beat a guy up. They still mad. Yeah, she had no business saying that. Yeah, she got to stay in a woman's place. Nah, keep talking shit, Clarissa, because they clearly be bothered. Call Keith Thurman out again.
These men always talking about these men always talking about a woman standing in a woman's place. Like, I can't get in my place, nigga. You standing there. Maybe if y'all stop acting like some man. Yeah, I just don't understand.
Personals, but that shit was lame because you see reposts, and I know y'all reposted.
Oh, they was retweeting it. Yeah, they was retweeting it.
Man, he wasn't cooking on that. That's just bad for boxing. That's why it's dudes like that created Jusdueboxing. See how you look at it? No matter how great you prove you are, it's somebody doing that. I don't care what he say. Nothing. He ain't have a point of nothing he said. You only stated the obvious. We know she 5-0 on Ovo. What was she supposed to do?
Can you put the tweet back up, Jess?
Put your girl in there.
Some people ain't see it.
Tell your girl to get in there with Clarissa.
But you know, another point that I try to make, just is like a lot of people like, oh, I don't like her attitude, and every time they mention something, she gotta say something and throw her name in there. But I'm like, if Katie Taylor or Amanda Serrano had the accolades she had, I promise you, she would be mentioned every time they mention undisputed people, no matter what. Her name, Amanda Serrano or Katie Taylor, would be mentioned. And we can't act like that's not what it is. So when she comes out and it's like, hold on, like, why y'all trying to like put me to the back seat? Like, no, I got these accomplishments. I did this, I did that. Y'all talking about undisputed boxers. It didn't say men up here. It said boxers. I'm a boxer.
Right.
And then you got people that want to say, oh, well, women's boxing is a different sport. No, it ain't. No, it ain't. It's not a different sport. What does that even mean?
That was punch drunk, KO. That was punch drunk boxing. He had a whole thing. He said performance was trash. She want to be compared to the men, so let's do it. And man, I swear, yo, a following for people that didn't have friends is like intoxicating. It's like they go on this crazy high and they start to say shit no matter how crazy. So you mean to tell me you got that kind of energy for a female fighter that just been proven that she's great in this male dominated sport, but you don't have none of that energy for female Lopez running around putting on wigs, monkeys and bananas. You got no energy for that. Only justifications. And oh, if you're mad, won't you just fight him? You ain't got no energy for that idiot, but you got this energy for this female that's just putting on minding her business. You're a weirdo. I don't care who you are. You are weird. That shit is weird. I don't care how long you watch boxing, how dope you think you are. I don't care about your followers, subscribers, none of that shit. That shit don't make you dope, man. You just got a lot of goofy people that listen to you. And that's what be going on, man. I done been through a YouTube journey in these last couple of months that you won't believe. People will tune into anything. That's one thing I'm convinced of. The numbers, fuck them numbers. You goofy. If that's the way you viewing her career, like what made you wake up to the day or whenever you posted that and say, yeah, I'm gonna just go at her. Let me just put this in context. She ain't that great, because that's pretty much what you saying. Ain't that you missed the mark completely with her. And that's why we ain't shit as boxing fans, because we'll do that to somebody that's that great. Like it ain't shit else she got to do. She can stop right now. She don't got to throw another punch. She don't got to throw another punch, spar another round. She's solidified. But for you to look at it as anything less than that, you weird, man. That's weird. And you got people that salute it. Y'all cool with it. But then y'all interview T.O. over and over while he run a muck through the streets, running wild. You don't got no energy for none of that ignorance that he talking about. He fake as hell, creating legacy, making up his own legacy while we really watching this shit, and she doing it. And then now you got a problem with her and her resume. I don't get it. What is she supposed to do? What she got to do? Fight a super soldier or damn X-Man? Like what really? Or do she got to go to your house and beat you and your girl up? And then you will get it. Then you will know she really that. I don't understand, bro. I know, and no world am I going for the Clarissa Shields slander. That shit weird because she said something about a dude. And we stop being soft. Keith Thurman don't care. Why we care? He keeps somewhere playing a flute, trying to get back in the ring, bro. He ain't worried about what Clarissa said. Y'all here bothered by her. That's why, because y'all bothered, because y'all know she confident. Y'all don't like when women confident. I love it. I love when she beat you up and tell you she gonna do it again. Can't wait to see her beat somebody else up. Shout out to Danielle Perkins, but I can't wait to see her beat somebody else up. That shit is bad for boxing, and I mean that on every level. When you get up in front of an audience, and the only thing you got to speak on about somebody that has been the epitome of what it means to be great, legacy, all that shit. She ain't getting locked up. She don't got a bunch of baby dad. Like she really keep her nose clean for the most part. You get what I'm saying? Other than this papoose shit that people running with, but that's something different. She really is what she represents the sport at the highest level. What is there to not like? I don't care who you are. Fuck your opinion. If you don't like her, don't watch. You shouldn't even watch boxing because it ain't nothing about her not to like. Inside the ring, I don't care about no tweets and something she said in the interview. Get that sensitive, weird shit out of here. They all talk crazy. They all talk crazy, man. I can't wait till she beat somebody else up. I can't wait. I can't wait.
They tell me they don't like Clarissa because she's too masculine. I'm like, are y'all? She's a heavyweight boxer. What the fuck are y'all talking about?
Dominated sport. She got to stand on business. Got to. The only people bothered by Clarissa is the beta males. I promise you. I guarantee you. And I don't even like that term because that's some new shit. But that's really what these dudes are. On everything I love, that's what they are. Ain't no way in hell you can wake up and be like, yeah, man, she ain't this. This was trash. Yeah, this was what's wrong with boxing fans right there. Right there. Watch a little
as
bit
if she had a better option, though. Like you said that, like she had a better option. If she was male, she would have better options, I'm sure. But she's not, and she doesn't. So what was you even comparing?
Nothing. You just complaining, and that's what goes to show is based off nothing. Let me just complain. Oh, let me throw some darts, man. Yeah, her light shining too bright. Let me find a way to talk crazy. And I'm starting. I would hate to think, because I know what people done said about dude, and I would hate to think it's that, but I'm starting to think so, because it's every time, yo. It's every time. And then when you got something that you really should have that energy for, writing paragraphs, keyboard warrior, that shit go by the wayside. You sit up there and de-eat when you got that big nose, goofy, Bert and Ernie looking ass dude up there that's turning down paydays, and then you justify that and go at boxing fans for that too, man. Y'all get both of y'all weird asses out of boxing. Can't wait to see your man get beat up, bro. Telling you, man. Maybe you need to see your girl get beat up by Clarissa to know she really that. Like I said, I'm standing on that. That shit was weird. People be retweeting it, getting in there. Then it be starting the wildest threads. Go read the comments, yo. And y'all see why I got that energy. People are weird, yo. They get followings and they abuse it. Yeah, let me shit on boxing today. Let me see how creative. Let me run out of character space to type to prove to the world that Clarissa Shields is not great. You know how I know? Because the girl she fought is, man, get that shit out of here. Get it out of here. Show me what chick you know in your life or you met or that's related to you that's doing what she doing. Because I'm willing to bet Clarissa Shields is your big sister, your little sister, little cousin from your hood, neighborhood. You will be screaming about her. You'll be on your platform blowing her up like you blew up the goofy dude that's sitting himself on the sideline because he keep turning down fights. And he literally, from what I hear, about to get ordered to fight the winner, Barboza and Catterall. Get his ass out of here, man. That's all, man. We can't shit on boxing. She is boxing, bro, in a real way. That shit crazy. We missing it if we can't appreciate Clarissa. That's all I'm saying. No, you don't gotta like everything she say and do, bro. You don't gotta like her masculine energy, but you don't like the way she fight. You don't like boxing. Simple. Ain't no in between. And you a hater. And you a hater. It's no in between. You don't see no other sport, bro. No other sport. And the sad part is mostly men that be talking that stuff, yo. Men. It don't be the women, it be the men.
Folks can't wrap their minds around challenges being relative. Danielle Perkins, a world beater, the greatest boxer we ever seen, no, but she presented a challenge. You got to take this into consideration where Clarissa Shields started. To go all the way up to heavyweight, scaled up several divisions and went up there. And I've seen Danielle Perkins fight before, and that left hand is strong. I seen Clarissa made a joke about it to like, yo, if you ever hit me that hard again.
Right.
That's a strong woman right there.
Right. She every
Just
bit of a cruiserweight in that. You know what I mean? On that night, a cruiserweight, 190 something pounds, bro.
Big as hell.
And she got sat down. You get me? Nah, the performance was this. She had to figure out that long, tall ass puzzle. Just another reason to know that she's great because she figured it out. Man, yeah, I don't like boxing fans. I really don't. We need a league just for boxing fans. Start putting hands on y'all. Just for real. I'll stop smoking for some of y'all. I swear I will.
Secret dance move is relative, though.
Start putting hands on everybody. Just talk crazy about boxing. See what you could do.
That's why I prefaced it by saying that Perkins is not a world beater. But Clarissa Shields navigating the heavyweight division after starting where she started, all the way down at what, 154 or something like that. Same thing with like Roy Jones. It's like, yeah, there were other guys at heavyweight, but still, for him to be able to go up there and compete with a guy like John Ruiz wasn't the best heavyweight available, but still, for a guy that started at middleweight.
Right, Aisha. I don't
competing at heavyweight.
Complaining, like, just, man, appreciate it. Why is she catching strays? What'd she do? Somebody praised her too much for you? You had to rain on her parade?
Well, it goes down to what behind the hand said, man. And that's just the problem that we have in general as human beings. Like, we have this issue with people being confident in themselves or even being arrogant. We can tell them all day long how great they are. But the moment they start believing the hype and they start telling us how good they are or how great they are, we feel this need to want to humble people. Oh, you got to be humble.
Right.
You got to tone it down a notch.
Right. That's what they want. They want her to wait and wait for people to tell her how great she is. Hell no. If she waited for y'all, she'd be waiting still to this day with paragraphs like that Buddy posted up. She not waiting for y'all. She doing it and proving it. And then she talking about it. And then she showing you some more. She's saying it some more. And then she doing it some more. And then, oh, you know what? Hold my belts real quick. Let me go over here and get this MMA fight in real quick. Y'all weak. Y'all intimidated by somebody that's confident in their own right. She got to be, especially in with the male-dominated sport. I can't say it enough. I appreciate her confidence. If it was anybody else, all they people would be behind her. But when it's her, it's a problem. You know what I'm saying? They out here talking about Katie Taylor, one of the most, or if not the most influential woman in female boxing or sports. And nobody has an issue with that shit like that. But you got an issue with this girl showing you she great. She ain't got to wait for an announcer to try to lay it on thick and convince the world. Nah, she's showing you. And that's the way you show it. She show it. Yeah, she gonna talk her shit. I would too. I'm glad she's talking. Keep on talking. From now, you won't hear me. I won't criticize nothing, obviously, unless she go wild. But I don't see it. That's just look. It's boxing, bro. She got to be confident amongst these dudes. I don't care for her calling out men either. But after today, y'all call her out. She needs to start calling out YouTuber men that be talking crazy. Put the head.
Do the Brian Scalabrine challenge. You remember that, Jeff?
You know what I'm saying? Right.
Brian Scalabrine was like literally pulling up on people at LA Fitnesses and all that stuff. Like, I'm a lot closer to LeBron than you are to me. Just to put it in proper context for these people.
Right.
I seen that woman pulled up at the gym. She was thinking she could get it in with Clarissa and Shields. Clarissa in sparring.
Right.
Clarissa folded her ass up in sparring like, yo, this is not what you think it is. Sometimes people gotta they gotta deal with that, man. They gotta get put in their place. We need more pros versus Joes type situations. Let people know, listen, the gap between me and you is a lot larger than what you think it is.
Facts. That's all I'm saying. Just salute the lady, man. Just let her. Like, we should just be appreciating her. I think I can speak for a lot of people. If you really say you're a fan of this sport, what is it about her that she don't do at a high level when it concerns boxing, as far as representing the sport and putting on for the women? Hell with just women, she putting on for boxing as a whole, the sport that all these people keep claiming they love, but they got such a negative outlook on such like the smallest shit. Like, we find ways to just, her triumph, and yeah, let's sour this. Let's start talking about how bad her opponent was and how she ain't fighting nobody. Like, man, her performance was bad, man. Whatever, dude. I'm gonna keep enjoying these fights. I can't wait to see her next one already. Shout out to Mike Kirkland again, man, back in the super chat. Said respect to giving these warriors a just due. Lots of fans got the balls to get in a fight for the world to see. Hell no. I just know how easy it is to talk when you sitting in a computer chair, man. I mean this wholeheartedly. I just think boxing to be better if the people that claim they watch boxing for 80 years, I hate that argument. When somebody say something dumb or some foolish ass take, they try to justify how many years they've been watching it. We don't care. I'll just speak for everybody when I say we don't care about how many years you've been watching it. Use them years to educate people. Use them years to highlight the shit that's right with boxing, to bring in more fans, not the shit that's going to turn people away or turn people into trolls. That's why everybody think they control, because you'll get up here and you'll look and read some shit. You'll be like you have to be trolling, but they'll be dead serious, and they really be birthing a lot of these ignorant ass trolls that run around here and just tear the sport down. That's why it's in the shape that it's in, because the people, again, that had the loudest voice, the biggest platforms, that claim they watch it the most, they claim they're the biggest fans and how much they love it. You can't hear none of that shit when they do their content. You can't hear it. They pick their fighters, and then that's what it be on, man. Start calling people out. That's why I see why people be getting into the beefs now. I get it. Because you just get tired of seeing somebody talk stupid. You like, you know what? If you're going to put it out there, I'm going to react to it. So, y'all, that's really what that is. It's never personal. I don't know him. I don't want to know him. I don't care. I see how he do what he do. But that just was lame. And I would question if that was anybody else, would you have that same energy? I don't think you would. Mike Kirkland, my brother. Appreciate you, family. That's all, man. We riding with Clarissa over here. I think you got to be weird as hell to just look at her and be like, yeah, that's not it. Because what is that at this point? Cecil, what it do? Secret Dance Move. Shout out to you, bro. Dodge J was good. It's decorated boxer, male or female, dead or alive. Shit ain't even close, man. Shit, she running laps at this point. Fender Bender, what it do, bro? She running laps.
Not even close.
You know what I'm saying?
Just, I'm running through her box rack real quick.
Mm-hmm.
And we talk about the competition or lack thereof, and it's like, damn, that everybody on here is like highly decorated. I'm at Christina Hammer right now. Christina Hammer was, former unified champion, WBC, WBO, middleweight champion, and she had defenses at that. It's not like she was just got a vacant, got her joint taken from her. She had defenses. Tori Nelson, former unified champion. Let's see who else you got on here that's a former unified champion. Ivana Habazin, former unified champion. Savannah Marshall, another former unified champion. She got a lean ass resume. Franchon Cruz Discern, wasn't she a champion? Yeah, she's unified. She had the IBF, WBC, and WBO.
That was her pro debut. I mean, people can say
right.
Come on, man.
To fight a former unified champion in your pro debut is
Come on, man. Like, it's just that people gonna find a way to take from that. Oh, Franchon this, she that. It's like, man, just don't watch the sport because you clearly don't like it. Like, can you tell me somebody that's doing it better? I dare you to say Katie Taylor. I dare you to say that stupid. Dare you to say that stupid shit.
Nikki Adler.
Clarissa don't have debatables. Katie Taylor got several and a loss. And I don't give a damn what no judge on this earth say. She got beat by Amanda Serrano the last time around. Clearly got outworked and beat up on. Get that out of here, man. Get it out of here. Clarissa don't do debatables, man. She do ass whoopings. That's what she do. She do belt the ass. Just like Saturday. Belt the ass, same difference. Belt the ass, man. John BX, appreciate you, bro. Says she was a victim of her own greatness. She's so many levels above her opponents. People think her opponents are bums. She put on last night. I couldn't agree more, John. That's a fact, bro. Absolute fact, bro. We just ain't tolerating no slander of the GOAT, man. I don't care what y'all talking about. Man, find somebody to beat her, then you could talk. You don't get to do that. Imagine talking crazy about the best fighter in her sport. Like, just imagine that. Imagine it though, but they do it with anybody. I mean, you think about it. You know, from basketball, whether it's MJ, it's Kobe, RIP to him. But it don't matter if you the best. But those are the people that's gonna catch them strays. But you can't find a better fighter. I tell you that. Can't find a better one. Can't find a better, more accomplished. You know, more proven, more driven. You can't. More successful. You can't. You can't find it. Oh, shout out to my guy. He asked about the 3-minute rounds. I don't think they'll sanction it, bro, because Amanda wanted that for this fight right here with Katie. But I was hearing something about a trilogy and them doing it for 3 minutes and 12 rounds. So, but I don't know. I got to look back into that. But I know she wanted that, and you know Amanda wasn't beat. So I just think ultimately like they gonna have an issue all getting on board with that. Because I would love to see it. I think a lot of people get knocked out more if you've seen the longer rounds. That extra minute to do a lot. Them 2 rounds and an extra minute on each one, man, it'll be crazy. But yeah, she is a victim of her own greatness. But it's like you should be able to look at her, and you don't have to even go as far as Layla Ali if you don't want. You can just let Layla be great how she was when she was fighting, right? Whooping ass, right? When you look across the board, you look high and low. It's not a lot of, people left for her to conquer. You know what I'm saying? And I think that speaks volumes. You got to look at that for what it is before you ever find something negative to say. Like, she's proven it. Who can you find that's better than her? That's crazy to try to find a way to shit on her. So I ain't, even if it's only based off this performance, that wasn't no trash performance Sunday. You know what I mean? Yesterday night, because she had us up late. Yeah, them 2-minute rounds, a lot of people get to escape, bro. Did this to Serena Williams. We weird. We got to do better. Just appreciate our boxing, bro. Like Wilder, I already got to respect the one to fight anybody. You get what I'm saying? She want to fight anything out of sport and play. Yeah, it's sad, but we got to do better. They would grant Katie and Amanda 3-minute rounds just to spike Clarissa. Watch. I wonder what they do it, man. Be interesting, because Katie, boy, I think she knows what she in for if they make those couple changes.
I'll tell you what, if they had 3-minute rounds, I would have felt so bad for Danielle Perkins because she was out at that last shot. Oh my Lord. I would not have wanted to see what would have happened to her. That
That
was
was
a hell of
definitely.
a shot.
That was a knockout.
And another little tidbit, man. Like
Shout
I
out
said
to you.
before. Like I said before with Clarissa Shields and things being relative, she had a damn torn labrum. She wasn't even throwing her left hand last night like that. Torn labrum in her left shoulder. Like, come on, man.
Yeah, she had shut up. She had an injury. I forgot about that. Because she almost made it look like it didn't matter. Talk about greatness, man. You just don't know it when you've seen it, yo. I'm telling you. I know what it's going to take, though. You know how it goes. She retired. And then you don't see nobody that come close to what she was showing you. And that kind of dominance, then you start to reference, oh, man, remember Clarissa Shields? Yeah, Goofy. That's what it's going to take. That's what it's going to take. That's exactly what it's going to take, bro. She going to have to be up out of this sport. And you're going to have to see how like, you know, the separation between her and the average person coming up, champion or not, she just able to do it at a much different level. And you're going to be able to see that. Maybe then they'll appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? Maybe then. Clarissa versus Cyborg. She said Cyborg or Layla, too. Street fight 2 weeks ago, talking about dogs, haters. Hate to get people that just do. You get what I'm saying? Dang, you got in the street fight. I gotta tell my brother Mike Kirkland, man. Savage Killer was good with it. Said she got 8 years left. Dominating at the top if she want. Kicking ass. That skill level. It's just a combination of everything that she is as a fighter. She embodies what it is to be a fighter. Real present time with Tommy. What's good, family? How you feeling, bro?
She's a hell of an entertainer, too. Does anybody have better ring walks currently than Clarissa Shields?
Should be hyped
Oh,
up.
my Lord. Yo, I love her ring walks. Them joints be fired. She be having some of the like when she had the one when she came out to the Beyonce, the Who Run the World, and had the choreography and all that stuff. I said, man, she is a star. Like just the way she carries it.
Baby girl said there was a name not called, but I don't want to start nothing. I'll be hush. You know who that is. Shadeja. You know what I'm saying? Shadeja Green. That ring walk with Pop was, oh, you stupid. It's in the video, Cyborg and Clarissa side by side. Man, Cyborg got a little, you stupid. Boxing knowledge of food. Well, yeah, man, that's where she at in the point. I mean, if Shadeja get that rematch and win it like I know she will, that got to make Clarissa look her way. Because she yelling, you know, she already yelled for a franchise rematch. So I'm like, you knock her off, that's your fight right there. That's your ticket. That's where you end. And Clarissa, why I say that, because I feel like she a real fighter. You beat somebody that she was talking about rematching, right? And it clearly, and you ain't never fought that girl. You get what I'm saying? She get her get back. You got to look at it like, you get what I'm saying? Yeah, that's a fight that I gotta have. She ain't avoiding shit. She'd be all for it. Like, you know what I'm saying? So that's what I love to see happen in a perfect world. So you ain't like the ring war with Pap? I thought it was cool. You love some strong.
You mentioned the song, but you peeped that he did the he did his verse from the Busta Rhymes song though. He had to do that. He had to do the Busta joint.
Yeah, he had to figure it out. The song selection.
He had to figure something out. Yeah, he had to do the Busta Rhymes or the little Busta Rhymes track. As far as Shadeja Green goes, man, that's a tough fight for it's a tough fight for her, man. Clarissa Shields, because I like Shadeja Green. I think she's a damn good fighter. I just think she's a little too patient, Just. I just see her getting outpointed by Clarissa because Shadeja is a good counterpuncher, but sometimes to her own detriment, she's a little too patient. I feel like that's kind of what cost her in the damn fight with Franchon Cruz. You can't just be waiting for the perfect shot all the time. Sometimes you gotta create some offense. So I wonder how she goes about doing that in the event that she beats Franchon Cruz and she gets in there with Clarissa, because Clarissa is one thing we know about her. She's gonna let them hands go. So I don't know how she does it, but I want to see the fight. I'm here for it. That's a damn good fight. Both of them.
Pulling for my Jersey native. DOG was good with it. John David Jackson and Gerald Thomas at the win. Shout out to DOG. Yeah, man. Clarissa had it lit, man. She was enjoying herself. Good walkout. Had the support there. That was dope. Got that buzzer beater knocked down. That would have been a knockout. I think she'd had another 30, 45 seconds or something like that. Man, she was on because that was legit. She was legit hurt. She caught herself. Her gloves like snapped her, you know what I mean, back to her. Caught. She was like, ugh, in the crouch position and then popped back. I was like, what the hell? But yeah, she definitely was done for if she had another 30. So I think she could have finished the job. And she did that shit injured, but nah, her performance was trash. Nah, that assessment just is fucking trash. And everything you said within that paragraph is trash. Nothing that you said spoke on anything remotely close to what happened in the fight. I start talking about how she damn near sent old girl to meet him. You know what I'm saying? Damn near, eyes rolling in the back of her head with one single shot. And I keep talking about the girl ain't got no power. And then you see her in there, damn near punch her lights all the way out. You know what I'm saying? Lights was out, nobody was home. Lights on, nobody home. You know what I'm saying? That's what was going on last night. And that's how I'm gonna choose to remember it. She said, better not pop again. Yeah, she said she gave her dog some medication or something. That's how she popped dirty for the PEDs, Hannah Gabriel's. She had some wild ass story about dog medication or something. Yeah, she would have been done. Clarissa would have finished her off. I think she had a few more seconds to go. But she just put a stamp on her greatness. It just showed you, like, and it also make a case of them 3-minute rounds. It just do, because she wasn't making it up out of there if that were the case. That would have definitely resulted to a knockout. And if you look at several other Clarissa fights that went the distance, them girls don't be getting up out of there talking about you she pillow-fisted and not being hurt. They be hurt. They be surviving. And that's why I said the girl, Mariceli Cornejo, she was survival mode. She was getting ripped to the body in that fight. Go back and watch it. And she'd have had 3 minutes. She probably would have stopped her. And maybe to the body shots, or maybe just hurting her to the body would have opened up something up top. But she was beating her up. The thing is, Clarissa know how to beat these girls to the punch. She know how to be first. And when you try to be first, she know how to get out of the way and counter you. Like, she's got a lot of skill. People, it's easy to dismiss it, but if you can't tell me anybody that come close to it, then you probably need to shut up. Probably should shut up. Sit this one out. Sit this one out, bro. Never thought I'd see the day where people would get online and try to make it seem like she ain't it. Like, what? In what world? The hell?
And if you got an issue, it needs to be with these damn sanctioning bodies for being greedy.
Mm-hmm.
Like, real talk. Because for me personally, it was bittersweet. Like, I love seeing Clarissa get undisputed. What was this, a 4th time, 3rd division? Like, that's beautiful to see, man.
Right.
Love Clarissa Shields. But the fact that the sanctioning bodies threw those other belts on top to try to add luster to the situation.
Yeah.
That's not on Clarissa Shields. That's on them.
Right.
That's on them.
Right.
Same thing with this Ryan Rowley situation. Like, neither one of these guys are in the top 15 at 147 in the WBA, but now all of a sudden you want to make this fight a title fight, just upgrade it. What about all the rest of them dudes that's in the top 15?
Right.
My issue ain't with Ryan or Rowley, it's with the sanctioning body. Same thing with the Clarissa Shields thing. So if you want to be mad at her being undisputed or taking advantage of an opportunity that was presented to her, be upset with these people.
Right.
For putting them belts on the line.
Right,
like that.
Right.
Be mad at them, not her. She did what she was supposed to do.
A lot of people said that too, bro. Not just you. A lot of people said it. And then when you follow the paper trail, you see how that person has stepped down, retired and all that, and the timing of it. Shout out to the Reese Stone. Shout out to Creole, man. My God. It's called Jake Paul that fought. She was serious. That fight be huge card on Netflix. Nah, Jake, I'm gonna tell you right now. She can call out Jake Paul all she want. but Jake got about one punch before somebody come flying from the crowd, bro. He got about one lick before it get crazy for him. That I'm not gonna stand. That is why I draw the line. I'm not going. I'm not going. They gonna have me banned for whatever reason that happened in for life. They try that. I'm telling you, I'm gonna be there. Make sure, Jake Paul, you lay one finger on the group, boys. All bets is off. Nah, yeah, they are crazy. They money hungry, Aisha, and it's sad, man. It's sad. If they can make a quick buck, even off something that don't make sense, they gonna do it. If that's what's truly going on, too, like, because you would think that's the only thing that would motivate, the confusion or the emergence of these belts. Like, do you know people was calling David and David a interim unified interim title fight? They was calling it that. I'm like, yo, what? I ain't never heard of no interim titles being unified. It's crazy. I said they scraping the plate. New year, they said they got to find a way to make up for them the lack of shows. They shit about. He's like, yeah, we gonna go crazy. That's what it seemed like is going on. Titles here, titles there, titles everywhere. Upgrade them in the rankings. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the hell y'all got going on, bro? They need to take him for the time. Gonna leave his ass out there. Mr. Link for sure. You talking about Secret Dance Rule? You talking about Richard Torres? Yeah, that dude for a little year, man. They be wilding interim, unified interim title fight. Like, what? y'all are unifying interim belts and like announcing it. That's crazy work, but whatever. Anything for that buck, or I guess they feel as though it would bring in more money. Like I said, it got to be money related. It has to be financial related, because it's hard to see them just making moves that's strictly just for the fighter alone. Which is sad to say, but it's the reality. You know what I'm saying? It's the reality. That's my What It Do fan. How you feeling? But overall, man, we had a great Saturday and a good Sunday. I thought Clarissa closing the week, however you want to look at her, ending the weekend with a knockdown in the last round was spot on. I enjoyed it. And today, I just wanted to make this purely a boxing build, like no fake drama, no nothing, just all mostly boxing and covering this card because it was that good, man. We had a really good weekend of it. Shout out to Keith Cologne too. More than likely, probably have him back in the building to talk about his fight that he just had too. Got him another knockout body shot stoppage. We just building, man. Every time you have a fight, he coming to check in, man. That's love. I rock with it.
Was he at the Prudential, Just?
I believe so. Yeah.
Oh man, I'm mad I missed that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
right across the bridge.
I'm always mad. I'm mad I ain't called a Benavidez and Morel fight yesterday. My energy wasn't together, so I had to and I knew I wasn't good because I ain't even stick around to listen to the rest at the end. I just, TV off. You know what I mean? Hell with it. But it was still a great night. I still enjoyed the fights, though. I got to see what I needed to see. Just a good. That's just weekends like that is why I love boxing, man. That card was solid as hell. I understood every fight that was there for what it was worth. Good action. Love to see the fact that they counted out Cool Boy. They counted wrong. He went out there, dominated. Jesus Ramos stayed busy. I heard he wanted the Charlo fight, but Charlo wouldn't have been ready, I think, by that time. So he took like a stay busy kind of joint. And I did hear that Charlo might be trying to get a Fundora fight. Either him or Spence or something, trying to work that out. I hear the reason that Spence ain't back is because of the situation going on with him and Derrick James. That ain't been resolved. So,
oh man, first the Fat Boys break up, man. I never thought I'd
shout out to the fact him and
Derrick James would be going through this, man.
My guy. Yeah. So he said that to me. So yeah, man, that's what's going on. So hopefully he get back. Or Charlo, definitely Charlo, because he he got a lot more work to do, I think, man. Or he got some more work he can do for sure at 54 if he can get back in the mix. So let's see what fight he get when he come back. But as of the weekend goes, I was satisfied with this weekend, man. It was nothing to really complain about. Good fights, except for that one fight where dude got disqualified, the Brandon Morrell.
Oh my Lord.
Bro, what the hell? And then he gonna lay on top. He was just laying there, bro. I was like, yo, what?
Yo, I lost my mind when Steve Willis said, "One of y'all got to get up."
Yeah, you heard him? Like, they just sitting there laying there, like, and then bro like drag Buddy up off him, like, bro, so you ain't gonna get up off me back. I'm gonna get you up off.
Man, Steve Willis said, "One of y'all got to get up." And as soon
Like,
as he
for
got
real,
there,
they
he just
just
rolled
laying
his
there.
head and just declared him the winner. I was like, "This is crazy."
Yeah, like, bro, what the hell?
Knocked the
Drag the man up
cameraman
off
off the
him.
ring apron.
Yeah, it was
Knocked the
crazy.
cameraman down.
It was crazy.
That was a horrible fight, man.
was
Steve,
horrible.
what's his name? Skylar Lacey. His
Mhm.
team. I don't know if they had him ill prepared or if he
Mhm.
didn't follow through with the execution, but every time he got hit, he turned his back. I'm like, why does he keep turning his back and walking away?
Mhm.
Then he started with the holding and the smothering. I don't understand why Moore got deducted a point. That was unreasonable in my opinion.
Yeah.
But then
Yeah.
knocking the cameraman down, these dudes went through the damn commentary table. I think they
Yeah.
like broke a laptop screen or something. It was just chaos. That
Yeah.
one fight was real good though. Pagan and Ron Ramirez,
Uh-huh.
the one before the Brandon Moore fight.
Yeah.
That was a damn good fight.
I think
That
that's
was a
the
good fight. And Caroline Vere, homegirl from France. Well, I think she's fighting out of Canada, but she's from France.
Mhm.
Yo, she got busy. That's how you box on the back foot.
Right. Right.
Beautiful performance from Caroline Vere. She did her thing. And then Clarissa.
Like the Blue Monster. Sure, y'all stupid. Y'all stupid.
Oh, that,
Shout out to Cecil, man. Shout out to Cecil, man. Y'all make sure y'all smash that like button for me, man. Smash that like button for your bro as we start this week of boxing. We had a great weekend, man. Shout out to everybody rocking out with me. Make sure you smash the like button. And shout out to the JBT family. Like I said, man, we doing a meet and greet for the Tank fight or the weekend of. And we want y'all to pull up on us.
Hey, fight fans, are you coming to New York for the Tank Davis Lamont Roach fight? Well, the JBT is hosting a meet and greet at the Rustic Corner Bar on Myrtle Avenue in Brooklyn, Friday, February 28th from 8 p.m. to midnight. So come meet some of your favorite JBT and YouTube boxing personalities, as well as special guests. The tickets are just $30, and that covers entry and food. There will be a cash bar and door prizes. So cash out $30 to JBT Network 1. That's JBT Network 1. Code MEAT on the comment line and reserve your spot today. Another great event brought to you by the JBT. Curtis Sewell, Treasurer.
Shout out to the homie Big Drop Dre. He was just up here a minute ago. But again, that's to everybody that's going to be in New York that around that time. Come pull up on us, put the faces to the names, come meet some good people. Like I said, it'd be cool to meet some of y'all, to see some of y'all in the building. Shout out to the queen, the aunt, my guy. Peace to the queen. Jamel was good with it. You already know, my guy. Shout out to Lance. Y'all make sure y'all smash that like button. And again, y'all make sure y'all pull up on us if y'all going to be in the area. You know what I mean? Come have a good time with us. And for the people that want to go to the Tank fight, here's your chance to win the Tank ticket.
Giving away a single ticket to the Tank Davis Lamont Roach Championship fight on March 1st. The drawing will be held on February 21st. Entries are $10 each or 3 for $25. Enter via Cash App, JBT Network 1. That's JBT Network 1 with RF1 on the comment line. A great prize brought to you by the JBT.
And that's for people. You want to wait the winning ticket to the tank fight. There you go. Can't beat it. $10. Y'all know how tank fights are. They're expensive, but there you go. We found a way to get back to the people and wait and the opportunity for y'all to see y'all favorite fighter fight. Ray Davis, my guy, was good with it. But with that, another dope boxing build in the books. David and David delivered. Fight of the year type candidate, man. Early anyway. I anticipate more great fights, but that was one of them. Yeah, David got his hand raised. You know, Morel was defeated, but it was no loser per se in the fight. I ain't got to get participation trophies they both put on. I think they made families proud, fan bases proud. I think both guys walked out of there with more money and more fans, and we're gonna see more of them. Morel, I think he'll be back. I don't think this is going to be a big issue for him. I don't think it's going to be a big setback or anything like that. It's going to be interesting to see what Benavidez choose to do next and who he go after. You know what I mean? Better be Bevel. I think he got chances to beat both of those guys. Like I said, just making an early pick, or not so much a pick, just assessment. I feel like Bevel could be more challenging stylistically for Benavidez than Better Be, but we'll see. I could be wrong as hell. Time will tell. And Clarissa Shields is the GOAT. You know, conquered another division. They added the belts. They made it undisputed. I mean, she got the buzzer beater knockdown at the end. There's just not much you could say about her. She's it. Shout out to David and David. One of the best fights that we've seen that I think we're gonna get of the year. You know what I mean? His stock went up. I think both of their stocks go up, and they both win fans because nobody got embarrassed or beat down and just pummeled, right? That was a great fight, great test, but Benavidez showed his separation. He showed his experience, his craftiness, and his ability to figure it out, work hard, and outlast his man. That's what he did. And despite him not throwing more punches, he landed more punches, which was very impressive. Very impressive. So shout out to David Benavidez and his team. Shout out to Ronnie Shields and David Morel, man. They gave us a great night of boxing, man. Ace, pray for love. But with that, man, much love to y'all. Appreciate everybody that supported the grind. We just gonna keep building, and we be back tomorrow to build on this boxing. So y'all enjoy the rest of this good Monday, and beat me here 4 p.m. tomorrow, and we gonna build, y'all. Much love, and we out.
Yo, you know the deal. We back again. We never slacking. Word 'em up. Ladies and guys, whether if you drunk or you high, it's time to pay respects to the illest man alive. If you think you got a point, he'll shrink you down to size. And from there it's downhill like a slinky or a slide. Open your eyes, got a deep connection with the rise, so you might see them jump in whenever they go live. Peep it, this channel blowing up now, it's not a secret. With tons of exclusive interviews to listen to. Them other channels I hate, but yo, they missing clues. They start narratives, sip the goose and twist the truth. It don't take a rocket scientist to get the proof. Just click the live at 4 p.m. Eastern time. But when you chime in, make sure you keep it kind. But if cowards want to debate, then it's feasting time. My man Jusdu shine, busy all the time. Grind 24/7, 365. Videos he might have 365. My rhyme sick, they make you do a 365. You get a rich if you think you fit to survive. It's Jusdueboxing, time to click the live. Ain't no beginners, if you soft, you ain't down to ride. I crush you, respect too, it's Jusdu. He got the illest boxing show on the internet. The boy been a threat and he ain't even had dinner yet. Word 'em up. Yeah. You know what time it is. 4 p.m. Eastern. Click the link.